after war. But yeah, I didn't spend a lot of time. Like
So if you didn't
100%
upgrade
like
your coalition building, I mean, I know you were concentrating, but you were concentrating your castle, you were using your resources inside your castle to upgrade your troops and things?
look, yeah, I got the coalition. I got the coalition 20 and I think it was 15 on the others, but I didn't even, well, I could have possibly gone and hit 11, 12. I never touched them. I never took anything. Yeah, I just never took anything after a 10. Yeah.
No, because if you got coalition 20, that means you definitely would have taken even maybe 13s and everything else is high. Yeah, you probably could take, but you just didn't do it.
Hey, Metal. If I'm stuck on 5, because I haven't dropped the last building.
Sorry?
I'm stuck on level 5 because I can't get 50. I've got all the level 5 buildings, but still won't go up to 50 just because I haven't dropped my last construction.
The other buildings are only focused.
They're all upgraded 4, but I've got one building to drop still.
Yeah, drop it.
Yeah, it's got to be that.
Coalition base camp?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Number 4. It's
Oh yeah. Put it.
Yeah, I can't drop
So
it yet.
the best thing to do is drop all your coalition and get them all to level 5.
Yeah.
And that'll push your tile count up to about 5 or 6. And then push your number 1 coalition up to 5.
Yeah, I've upgraded them all. I just got one thing to drop because it's going to cost me about 3,200 RoC, which I'm just like 50 RoCs away from it. Because to drop it at
Alright, are you
level 4.
producing rocks? Yeah. In your workshop? Yeah. So
I just gotta wait.
Sharing it between rocks and
Yeah, because I would have had more RoCs except I was there some of those buildings. But now they're
well.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Paul. Yep.
Hey,
When you're hard.
Yeah, that's good. Just normal.
I thought the fun of the RoC was take a time.
There are 2 ways to do it. One is building specialized technology, building a store and buying it. You can buy 1,000, and the other way is taking, white giant or brick giant, whatever they call it.
Oh, well, I need to take one now then.
2 ways to get rocked.
Oh, I gotta take one definitely now. Thanks, Metal. I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah, you can get 50 pretty quick. You need to rally. It's a rally. It's like a giant.
How many did you say? 15?
You can get 50. I'm quite sure you can get 50 rocks if you
All
get a white giant. Yeah.
Right.
You're looking for 50, right? A white giant will give you probably 50, but you need to rally. You need more than one.
Oh, I'm gonna do that now. Thanks, Metal.
How far south are you, Metal? Are you getting into
I'm still in
any other zones?
zone 3. I'm in zone 3. I'm still taking 9s. Trying to get to 10s. It's I'm fighting with Geronimo. With the top spot.
Yeah, I've got I think it might be, I'm not sure it is, it's not a bit of south. There's a whole hive of I don't know who it is, but it's running off. It might be hell. I'm not sure. No, I'm still about 12% out.
Okay, so where exactly are you?
I split off because everyone was jumping on my tiles when I passed them. So I got the shits, and then I'm just like, well, I'm gonna go like really west and then south.
Alright, the minute
Love
you
you
get
all.
9, but when you get 9,
Guilty.
buddy up with me.
Yeah.
We leave Kai aside. She's not allowed.
Yeah, don't. I'm just a scavenger. I'm just a scavenger.
Oh, it's so frustrating because it's like you push to it and then you run out of stamina because you use so much stamina to get there. There's this one there's some dude from like 900 kilometers across the map decided to jump on it because they haven't been using sand to get there. Like, oh yeah, that one's good skill, I'll go back.
So you described me. You're such an ass. Oh my god. Okay, I'll start being better.
I need somebody who can take 9 buddy up with me.
Also, Ray keeps taking all the tiles that I want to go for. Like, I have like a spot that I'm like heading for, and then I run out of stam or whatever, and when I come back, it's like filled with Ray. I'm getting pissed off, and I'm gonna just start taking them back. Fuck you, they're mine.
Al, I already tried to take something to do this.
Ella and Brad
Oh, so am I.
have the best relationship.
Woohoo.
Best relationship.
I know. I just love them so much. Me too.
Every second day.
I like to complain.
Good stuff. I love it.
Classic.
No, right.
Anyway, I was still asking if anybody can take 9s, please let me know ASAP because I have I need 2 more upgrades to get to 10s. So with 1 more upgrade I can start taking 10s and I have to dump all my 9s very soon. So I don't want them going to RAG or somebody else. It'd be better with grenades and TTTs with them. Buddy up. They can take my 9s, but I can take 10s and help you back as well.
I got a question.
Yeah, sure.
How do you know what upgrades and stuff you're from the level tile you can take? Does it say it somewhere, or you just calculate it?
Yeah. So, for example, what times can you take?
8s, but my 9s are saying it's 38%. I tried it. It's not a good idea.
Okay. You see the zeal? Can you see the zeal? It says Rebel Zeal.
Let me
Click on-
find 9
on
real
that.
quick. I just saw that just a second ago. Oh man, this game's making me look stupid. Oh, okay, I found one. Okay. Current loyalty 1900 surfer. Where does it say Zeal? Oh yeah, Rebel Zeal. Yeah.
It says 2700.
Yep, 2700.
Yeah. Okay. Your current loyalty is what?
1900.
What?
1900.
And you're taking 8s?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 1900. Correct. So it's always a big chunk. So you
Yeah.
need 7, 8 upgrades of the coalition base.
Coalition base. What if I level up all 4 of them at once?
If you can, but you'll just get 100 for each anyway. You get 100 loyalty.
Oh, it's 100 per hour. Okay,
Yeah,
so
per
I need.
upgrade, okay?
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of
You need
sense.
8. Yeah, you need 8 upgrades. So level up all 4 twice. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Metal.
Okay. Started to talk again. Quickly, was that Doctor?
Yeah, it was me. My wife.
Yeah.
My wife came in and started talking, so I muted.
Sorry. Okay. No worries. Just quickly, what did your specialization? How many specialization points do you have?
24, 25.
Very nice. How many kills have you had?
All 3, all 4.
Oh, it's huge. You put everything in the loft.
After I got all 4 buildings.
Okay. Now, I would have do something slightly different because you don't need 4 rooms.
Yeah, because I'm not processing. I'm not harvesting
You're
enough
not getting
to keep up.
Yes, exactly. So in the beginning, like I just did yesterday, take only two cubes. It's more than enough. And the balance points put in the right. So open up this.
Increased healing speed and decrease cost of
right
heals,
in top.
basically.
Right in top.
Decrease cost of code.
Yeah, the next node. Each coalition base cap increase. So 75 bonus loyalty. So from that one node, you can increase your loyalty by 300. You know, because you have 4 coalition base caps. 4 times 75 is 300. So automatically you can take.
I can go up to 3.
For example, now you're at 8, right? Instead of you doing 8 upgrades, you only have to do 5 to take 9.
Yeah, I just bought it.
If you had, you bought one.
The reset.
Oh, you bought a reset?
Yep.
Okay. Right. Look. Let me see if I can show you what I have done for mine.
Yeah, that was a lot. I never noticed that. That's such a better idea.
Yeah, that's how I was able to take higher tiles in the beginning itself, because I did that. And then I reset, put my buildings down, and then I went back to.
See, I just went ahead and threw all my buildings down first.
Walls here. Do you still want me to show you my screen and show you how I went about it, or you pretty much know? You okay?
Yeah, I got it now.
Okay, great. So I opened
Appreciate
2 queues because even till now I'm not producing enough with almost all 9s. I'm still not producing enough to fill up those 2 queues properly.
I definitely understand.
It doesn't make a difference. I think it's important.
Alrighty, I can hit 9s now.
You can hit 9s already?
Well done.
Almost.
Excellent. Wait, you got 3%?
I need one more
What's your damage?
upgrade.
No, see, hold on. Do you have 3%? Is it 3% damage? Is it red? Like 3? Or what is it? Or 6?
It's it's 6.
Oh, okay.
6.8
So
something.
yeah, at least one more. Get at least one more, but then you can start hitting them. You can hit 9s then.
I gotta wait till our production. No, actually, I could probably notice
yeah.
that already. Yeah, okay, I can upgrade. I'll just go ahead and put those back in the oven.
So that saves you
1K away.
It's almost there. Patience.
Damn.
I know that feeling.
Oh, well, I was almost there, guys.
Well, by the end of the Q&A, I'm sure you'll be done with it.
Where are you now, Metal?
Sorry?
Where are you? Where are you headed?
I
You
just
said you were going south and you needed some nines.
yeah. So let me ping myself. I'm actually next to AC3 right now. Let me just quickly ping. I'm trying to take all the nines here. Or is it AC2? I'm next to AC2. I'm in zone, basically zone 2. I'm taking tiles
Yeah.
in zone 2.
Oh,
Oh, sorry,
okay, so
zone
you're
3.
about, yeah.
Zone 3. Yeah, so I've got a lot of 10s around here, so I'm just waiting to be able to take 10s so that I can start taking those. But you see, I have to give up all these nines. Majority, a lot of nines here that I have taken. All these nines I have to start giving up. So the problem of Laka is if somebody doesn't take it from our alliance, AK3 will end up taking it, or Rag. On the left, AK3 will take it, or on the right, Rag is approaching in. So, if someone can help
Yeah,
me.
see, I've got AK3
You
to
can.
my. I'm trying to race them. I'm trying to beat them south.
So instead
So
of doing
I'm
that,
sort of I'm about like about 110 days,
okay.
I
The
guess,
problem is in case
northwest of you.
you're okay. No, you're left. All right. Okay. So if you are
Mm.
fighting them alone, you're gonna have a tough time. Well, you see, I've got full stamp in almost all my legion. I can, yeah, but I don't have tiles. That's the problem for me. So I can't move from like one bunch of tiles to the next one very easily. It takes me too long. I have to start abandoning, then take tiles. You know what I mean?
Yo,
So
yo, yo, yo,
what
yo, yo,
happens?
yo, yo, yo.
Hey,
He's the culprit. Here's we're burning.
he's the building burner.
What's going on, peoples?
Yeah, we came up with a new nickname for
Hello.
Hey, hey. A new what?
Hey,
you. A new nickname for you,
Nickname.
Wall.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
We're gonna call you Sith Lord Wall.
Yeah, I like that.
Who was I
It's tasty.
talking with?
Sounds
I was
delicious.
talking with Mar. I was talking with Mar about it. Yeah, Mar. We're gonna call him Sith. You keep burning our building. Yeah, he keeps burning our building.
Yep. That's my job. Okay. Shall we do this or what, my people?
Let's get in.
Oh, man. So who do we got here? We got some people hanging out in here. Awesome. Thanks for being here, everyone. Alrena. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hey, yo. Jim. How are you doing, Jim?
hey, how you going?
Hey.
Hey,
Good, good, good. Corcat. Hello, my friend. How are you? Good, sir?
Hey mate, how's it doing?
Fantastical.
Awesome.
Dr. Drudd, how are you, my friend?
Pretty good. Stealing tiles.
Yep, that's it. Do it. Take them all from metal. Anyway, sorry. I mean, give them all to metal is what I meant.
Good.
Just get tiles from everyone. ECMF just dropping in. What's up, my friendo? Yep, she's here doing something. Green, how are you doing, brother?
Buddy, just chilling.
Good, good, good. Then we got Crack. Crack, I'm gonna call you Crack. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. A bit late, but I'm good.
Oh, all good, man. I was a little bit late today too. Kiddos were
late,
not.
late for me here. It's almost 4 a.m.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a time that sounds terrible. But thanks for being here, brother. Kai, how are you, my friend?
Heyo. I'm good.
Hey,
Chilling out.
awesome, 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 awesome. Mar, what up? I am doing awesome. Thank you very much.
That's really good to hear. I'll
Mhm.
be your moderator today. So
Sounds great.
ask away.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you, Mar, for doing that. So if you are watching on YouTube tonight, we're streaming over there and then screen sharing here on Discord. So just post a question or anything into that chat there, and Mar will get it to my attention there. Thank you, Mar, for doing that.
Exactly.
Metal, hello, Metal.
What's up? How's it going? Well,
So good. How are you, man?
struggling to keep up with Geronimo.
He's a quick one, eh?
Yeah, oh, he's good.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you all for being here again. We're gonna have Q&A, normal kind of format as usual. The topic tonight is defense and path making. I always tell myself I need to write it down in front of me because I'll never remember, and I always forget. So there you go. Yes, defense and path making during RoC War, and just kind of some tips and tricks, just some ideas, and then we'll kind of open it up to general questions about that, and then have a little break and do the normal afterwards questions about anything. So perfect. That's where we're headed tonight. Just trying to think. I feel like I forgot something. Oh, no. I wanted to go to the rankings again for tiling and just see what's going on there. So it looks like from our team, our MVP for yesterday is still MetalnRoses. So congratulations to you, Metal. Keep up the great work, brother.
Go Metal. Maybe Geronimo is like your opponent now.
Yeah. Look at that, head to head.
I'm about to overtake him right now.
Nice.
I'm gonna 2-1.
Do it.
I just keep on bugging him.
That's good. Good job. We got a bunch of people in the
definitely.
top 10. We got 1, 2, 3, or top 50. I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 people in the top 50. So that's awesome. That is a great, phenomenal job, everyone. Keep up the good work, and everyone that is close, keep going. You're doing great. Everyone's doing good. I think that's the number one thing. If you go to a season, so I'm in the RenaCast hub, but if you go to season and then Alliance Intel, if you go down there, people are hustling already on the team, so that's really good. We only had about, I want to say it was like 35 that made 10K last season. And in 2 days, we already have 40 over 1,000. So if you just add, like we'll say, if you could keep that pace up, that'd be incredible. But even if you only did 1,000 points a week, the season is going to be roughly 7, 8, 9 weeks, something in there. So that's not a bad pace. So if you're at the 1,000 mark already, you're right on par for where you should be. So keep hustling, keep going good. Team is doing well. Awesome. Anything else that I wanted to mention before we dive into the topic? I don't think so. I think that's it. Everyone ready to go? Shall we get it? Shall we get after it, guys, or what?
Let's get after it.
All right. Okay, so defense. So yes, defense is very important, obviously, for RoC, right? We have our 4 Alliance Centers, and if people... Well, first and foremost, you get points in RoC. Obviously, if you're a beginner, this will be good, but you get points from doing damage to honor structures, and then also from taking red tiles. Like red tiles, that means your war opponent will have tiles that are red. That means their tiles. If you take those from them, then you'll get some points, but most of your points come from honor structures and then Alliance Centers too. Now, the nice thing about that is if you break an Alliance Center, then your rally point changes from only being in Zone 1, this outside ring of the world map there, the state map, and then you can now place in the next ring. And then if you break the next one, you can place in the next ring, and then so on and so forth, all the way from Zone 1 to Zone 4. And it makes it really easy once you break that first Alliance Center to break more So that's kind of the main focus, is if you can break one, then you can probably break more. But to counteract that, you got to have some kind of a defense, right? So as you're attacking, there's like two things always happening, or should always be happening every war simultaneously. That's attacking and defending. And so if you're done, or if you've set up your team like organization way to some kind of format where you have assigned defenders or attackers, that's probably a good strategy. What we do at TTT and what we'll do this year is the same thing we did, or this season is the same thing we did in season 1. We will have dedicated teams set up, and there'll be captains to lead each part. So for defense specifically, so this part is mostly for TTT members, but this is how we're going to do it this year. We will have 3 defense teams, and that'll be like basically for AC 1, 2, and 3. And then AC 4 we might add another defense team in there later in the season, but AC 4 should not be a huge threat as long as we're always doing our cleaning and all that stuff. And getting to tile level 12 right away in this prep week will be huge for helping on defense. But yeah, so we'll begin with that for TTT members, is having the 3 captains, and then basically 3 teams with a captain on each, and then yeah, each will just be assigned to Alliance Center. And then within our Discord, or however you want to organize it on your team, but we use our Discord, and then we will have a defense channel. And then if it gets too crowded and people can't follow what's going on at all the ACs, then we'll split it up into 3 separate channels for each AC. But so that's the general idea. So if you did defense last year, it'll be very, very much the same. I think we did phenomenal last year on defense for the most part, for the size of alliance we are. We did a good job, I believe. We all started getting the hang of it after a couple weeks, after 6 or 7 wars, so that was really good. But the main strategy for defense is at Alliance Center 1, okay, aside from the Destroyer Shout, we'll talk about that after. But the main strategy for defense is Alliance Center 1. You have your whatever model you're going to do, the cluster of the buildings or the rings. So as you can see in TTT, we're doing the rings. We're just finishing it off with some buildings that haven't been placed yet. So we'll have the rings in place. And then we have spots for our castles here. And then we have another ring for castles here. And we might possibly have one more, but probably not. We probably will just end with this ring and then the ones touching the AC. And then we might have a couple on the back side to stop the Destroyer Shout, because oftentimes people will put the Destroyer Shout in the back corner where it's less noticeable, and then they'll come from the back, which is not through the assault and not through your fortresses, which is a little bit easier to smash those buildings. But so that's our defense for AC1, and then basically we'll tile with our farms for the most part. So little t, capital T is our farm alliance. We'll tile with our farms. As you can see, I've started the pattern here, but we'll start the pattern like the checkerboard, and then you remove the one in the middle, and then it creates a nice pattern that no 2x2 or castle or rally point for that matter, but mostly you can't even get a castle in there when it's done properly. So we'll do that with our farms all around AC1 all the way until we touch our neighbors here that are part of our hive. AK3 on the southeast, southwest, 1GN's Academy on the south, straight south right here. And then 1GN main alliance, south, east. So that'll be our responsibility to tile to them, because everyone's tiling south. Like they've tiled a little bit this way, but that's going to be our main responsibility to tile to them, and then they can push, so we can push as far to the edge of zone 1 as possible. Like if there's a couple alliances that we went up against that had tiles all the way to the edge of zone 1, so it was very difficult to get inside of that. But that'll be the main strategy for defense there. And then obviously they've added in the Destroyer Shout for this season. And so we'll have to kind of play that by ear and see what we need to do there. But the general idea is this, that like, so the Destroyer Shout can't like smash buildings, so we'll finish off the rings so they can't get too close, but they could drop it right beside the buildings potentially. So say they wanted to do it here, it would clear a 5x5, even if you have tiles, it'll clear that. Then they can drop a rally, and 5x5 basically gets you a rally in 3 castles, I believe. So they'll try and do that, but a couple easy defense things for that, right? They'll start summoning it and we'll have people watching the province chat because it'll say when they started it, and then you can click on it and go to where it's going from, and you can see the castle that's shooting it, which will be their guardian, right? Is who will shoot that. And so then our job will be to possibly fight that person and zero them. If they have T9s for our alliance, it'll be very difficult to stop them. But if they don't have T9s, then we'll just kind of do our best to zero that castle. We can also use dragon shouts. We can tile to them if they're relatively close, or we have tiles close to them. We can tile to them and RoC shout them. So there's a couple options there. So black dragon shouts, RoC shouts. The other one is, so it clears that path, and if they're not fast enough to drop in, we can also claim that territory with our own castles. So those are the main ways to combat that. The other ways is, remember, like, it's not the end of the world if they drop that close to us. It's just we'll garrison the buildings right away because they only have 3 castles, right? So if we have our defenders garrisoning the buildings and they only have the 3 castles that are, you know, a little bit closer than our defenders, then we should be okay for the most part. And we'll just kind of play it by ear and see how it goes for that. But does that make sense, guys? Everyone with me still?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, AC1's basically the same. So that's the
Hello,
main.
guys.
Hey, Slaughter, how you doing, buddy?
Just got home from work. Sorry.
Awesome. No worries, man. Thanks for being here. So that's the main AC1. Then AC2, similar thing. Rings with tiles. Now the Destroyer shout can only, it can be shot anywhere. Definitely can be shot anywhere. But they can only place a rally point in zone 1, right? If your AC1's standing. Or if all your other ACs are standing, I should say. Then they can only place that rally point in zone 1. So it's typically used only in zone 1. It sometimes could be used to clear a spot for some castles if they're really close to AC2 or something. But there's tiles that they can't get castles to. But it's typically used for zone 1, AC1. So we will just do the rings with tiles for AC2 is what we will try out this season. We didn't do that so much last season, but we're going to try it out this season. And we hopefully should get some good distance with it, you know, like 20, 30, maybe even 40, 50, who knows. We'll see how far, because we do have to go 360 instead of only in like 3 directions. So we have to go all the way around, obviously. But the nice thing is we shouldn't have very many tiles at AC1. Like last season, if you remember in TTT, we were having a problem stopping people at AC1, so we had everyone on the team do 20 tiles to complete the grid around AC1. That shouldn't be an issue this year because we have so many farms now. We have like 100 farms, 100 plus probably, 150 possibly farms. So we should be able to do that with all our farms. And then we can use some of our main tiles at AC2, 3, and 4. So then to progress down the line there, so AC3, it would be a similar kind of thing, but we've clustered here. We might do the rings here, but we probably won't. Right, the farther you get away from zone 1, a lot easier it is to defend, so you don't need to spread it out with the rings as much potentially. But we'll kind of play it by ear this year, but it looks good, and then we'll tile a little bit just to block people from getting too close. But then AC4 pretty much is good. I mean, we'll tile when we get here, like there's 13s and stuff that we'll be taking naturally as we get here, but the idea is that we get here as fast as possible so that we can stop any people from, like, basically force them to tile from zone 1 to zone 4, which is like 500 kilometers or something, which we found out in the fun war we had against RoG when we decided that that was our main strategy. As you can tell, we were taking it super seriously. But yeah, so the idea is that if we get high enough, like if Metal or our leaders, the people leading the pack for tiling, can get to 16s, then we should have no problem. We should never have purples besides AC4, and then we should be good. Does that make sense, guys?
Congratulations on your iron hand.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, that was delicious. Yeah, that was nice. The only S1 I've got, so it was good. Appreciate that. But does that make sense, guys? Everyone following that for the defenses for 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, okay. And then one more thing I wanted to share about that. So obviously AC1's mostly going to be tile blocking and tile garrisoning and that stuff. Same stuff we did last season. and then garrison buildings if they get too close and stuff like that, right? So we'll have our main defense team number 1. We'll do a similar approach to what we had last year when our dear friend Kung Fu was leading that team. He had them out in front, and then they could kind of attack them as they were coming from the rally point or whatever. Now, with the destroyer shout, we might have to do some things a little differently. We'll just kind of see how other teams utilize it. On defense, the main thing about defense is we have to get good at like reacting and then react to what they're doing, and then like project to see what they'll do next. Like, we can't really do anything on defense until we know where they're headed, but as soon as we know what their plan is roughly, then we can kind of prep and get ready farther down the line. Okay, they're obviously doing this, then they're going to be doing this next, so we get ready for that. And having multiple teams of defense will help with that, watching all the ACs so that we can kind of defend them all simultaneously. But AC1's the normal stuff, tile blocking and tile garrisoning and stuff. AC2 and 3 are more open field blocking, right? And that's what I think we struggled with the most as our defenders, is open field blocking and tiling stuff, because it takes a fair amount of teleports. But I'll just touch on this very briefly. We'll say like this was the enemy tile and they're coming towards. Basically, you just cone. You just cone around their path. So you put 4 to 5 tiles in a cone around their path so that they have to go backwards and around. Right? And as long as they're C19s and above, then they really can't dragon them. I mean, they could use a RoC Dragon, and then at that point, if they get through one with a RoC, then you just cone again. So that's the technique in the open field that we'll use, is we'll just cone the front of their path. So like basically, if I was to do this cone here, like I would port, like I would first port right on top. They're marching to this next one. I would port, drop my castle there. Then we'd have a castle here, a castle here, a castle here, and a castle here. So about 4 castles it takes, right? And then they have to then branch off and do multiple different paths, right? And the thing is, if we can cone each path or each branch that they make with our castles, then, you know, it's going to be really tough, especially if we're burning their stamina with our teleports and with getting to their tiles before they can, right? Getting to the tiles. So that's the main thing in open field, is you got to be ready to port. You got to see where they're going and then port as you see their march going so that it burns their stamina. They don't get that tile. And then also be ready to send your legions out if we have tiles close, right? Send your legions out to beat them to the spot. And then we're just trying to burn up that stamina, so then that group that is headed towards our AC2 will hopefully give up or run out of stamina, one of the two. And then the same kind of goes for AC3, same similar strategy there, the cone in the open field. And hopefully, like, the idea is we cone like farther away than like 5 kilometers, right? Like, we're coning so that we have some space to do the cone, and then also then we can kind of guess where they're headed to next, right? So does that make sense for the open field fighting, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right. And so that's what our captains will have to get really good at, is directing people where. So they'll grab 4 of their people or whatever, and then they'll just say, okay, we need to cone this path. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, you guys go now. Right, we'll have that first person go in and then just cone around it and just stop them there. And the idea is that you don't really port your castle in until you see a march going to the tile that you're supposed to port to. Then you port it at that point. So it burns 10 stamina and you accomplish the cone at the same time. Everyone good with that?
Yep.
Sweet. So, yeah, we'll work with the captains a little bit on that, because that was our biggest struggle. We were phenomenal at AC1, I believe. But it was the open field that we had some struggles with. Don't you guys think?
Hey, Warl, I just had a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Super important. If we go up against RoG this season, can we just RoC Dragon Core Cat like 8 times?
That is very important, and that'll
Why
be
stop at
exactly. Yeah, why stop at 8? Let's use all of our alliances.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Are we even in their bracket? Okay, I won't even go there.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, we'll be in their bracket because we'll be in the top 10 with them. What are you talking about? But yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll just honestly, whatever, right? It's all good. We fight our friends, we fight our enemies. It's all good, and we definitely RoC Dragon Corcat. That is definitely a staple of TTT.
There are no enemies in war.
Yeah, but so that's the main idea for defense there. So that's the kind of the information I got for you on defense. So obviously the new thing, everything's basically the same except for this destroyer dragon. And one thing we'll have to keep in mind for defense is people are going to be in zone 4 way faster this season than last season, right? Because like zone 4. They'll get to zone 4 really fast, but like, so Metal's already in zone 3. I saw Geronimo and Lady Sith from RAG were in zone 3 already. They were on 10s, I just saw recently, so the faster we can get up there, right? Obviously they're in our state, so it's not a concern there, but if we're able to do it, then we can't pretend that other alliances that we'll be going up against aren't going to be able to do it. And for instance, like in 335 HKG, they're obviously doing super well. If you just look at the standings, these alliances are going to be the ones that are, because you're only getting points for tiling, so these are the ones that are going to be deep into the zones. And so we're doing okay. We're at 15. That's not a bad spot. If we can crack top 10, that would be more ideal. Look at Core and his rogue squadron there. They're crushing it. So good job there, Corcat and Fogs and all you dope ass people.
Hey, well, I'm just got a question too. What do you think the wars are going to look like? Do you think they're just going to be tile and building wars? Do you reckon there will be a fight for Ace taking the whole, like an AC1? Because you still have to take AC1 to take the rest of the ACs, yeah?
Well, no, not necessarily, but like that's the best. That's not the. I don't know if best is the right word. That's the easiest way to get all of the ACs, right? If you get AC1, then it's way easier to get all the ACs. But I mean, if you get AC2, then it's easier to get AC3 too, right? So I mean, you can start at any and then work upwards, basically. And the best strategy is always the one where you're closest to, right? If you have a tile close to their AC4, then that's the one you should probably go for. Not saying that you shouldn't do all of them at the same time, though.
Yeah, I was just thinking that because a lot of them are more experienced now, like us or whatever, I think that it'll be mostly like we saw at the end of the season with tile battles and just for buildings.
Yeah. So it might be like that. It's
about with all ACs.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard to say for sure because of that destroyer shout, right? We'll just have to see how teams are going to be utilizing it, and we'll talk about how we're going to utilize it next day, I think is attacking day. Tomorrow, I believe, is that one. So we'll talk a little bit about that, but like I haven't gone and scoped out 335. We weren't in this bracket before, or with this grouping, I mean, in this draft before with them, so I'm not sure how powerful their alliance is. I imagine they're doing they're pretty strong alliances, especially these two. I mean, this state has 2 in the top 3. That's pretty freaking good, right? Now, obviously, VXI is really good. We fought them, and they're super good and super organized. And they had T9s, so they're definitely going to have T9s again. So that destroyer shout, like for defending, it's a little bit tough to defend it fully if you don't have T9s. Because like if they have T9s as the attacking team, then... Yeah.
I just got a quick question. The destroyer shout, I haven't been up to date with it. What is, like... Is it a better version of just the RoC shout, or?
So it's a completely different kind of shout. So if you go into, let me back up. So menu, go into, if you're on your screen there, go to menu, then go to your alliance tab, and click on the building. You'll see there's another shot there for destroyer shout, right? Oh shoot, let me get building that. So you can kind of bank 3 of them, and use them, but. As you saw, or maybe didn't see, but to buy one, it costs 100,000 stone. That's why we have to continually be donating stone this season, just so we can kind of use those if we need to. But the idea is this destroyer shout. So here it is, right here. So you can click on it and find out, but I'll just read this off, and then we can talk about it. An awesome shout, clear out a 5x5 territory can only be settled / placed rally points by the lords of your alliance within 10 minutes after usage. Right, so yeah, it takes, I believe it's 5 minutes to conjure it, and then you have 5 minutes to get in there before it's done. So this shout can only be used by the Alliance Guardian. So if you go to back to your Alliance page, you go to members, that person that's in there is the only one that can conjure it. So Bibble will not be the Guardian when it comes to war because he might not be on for a lot of the wars. So we'll probably put the idea is you put your strongest person in there. So our strongest person is actually this member here that came from ODC from Percy's team there. I believe that's Percy's wife, if I'm not mistaken. So they will be there for war. Now, just because of the language barrier, we might not use them for that because it's very hard they don't speak English, so it would be very difficult for us to make sure it's done how the rest of us could understand it fully, right? So, but they can definitely help defend that Guardian because basically what happens is when you cast that dragon, so shoot, what am I doing? When you cast that dragon, your castle, so that Guardian can be attacked, right? So they can be attacked even if it's like not KE war. Their shield is gone and they can be attacked for 5 minutes while it's conjuring. So the idea is if you're defending your person, you would reinforce them with your strongest legions of your strongest players, and then just fight off these armies that are coming to zero the castle. Because if the castle gets zeroed, so if the Guardian gets zeroed, then that shout's gone. You defended it. And it's good. They would have to use another one. Right?
Okay.
Which they probably wouldn't do because it's quite extensive, and if you beat them once, you'll probably beat them again. But who knows? That's a strategy kind of different unto itself, using those properly and using them for different purposes, and possibly using them late in the war, early in the war. It just depends where you think you can get in there and surprise them, right? If you're really close to an AC and you pop that and no one's looking at the province chat and no one's ready to stop it, then it could be a strategy there. But we'll talk more about that tomorrow in the attacking side of stuff. But that's generally how it works there. Jim, great question, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. No one will have to really worry about it, like except for the Guardian, and then we'll kind of all figure out what we need to do as it comes. But it will mostly be the biggest castles. So like I was saying, our Guardian will probably be like ECMF or green or metal. Or actually, probably metal, actually. I was already thinking about this. The only problem with that is it needs to be R4. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Don't worry, I'll figure all that out. But our strongest castle will need to be the Guardian so that they can protect it with their legions, right? They can protect their castle while they're casting this shout, and then we can get like all the other big castles in E, green. This player here, I don't know I'll have to figure out what the name is. I think Bibble translated it one time and it came out as a upright boob or something. I don't know what it came out as. I don't think it was a proper translation though. So we'll have to figure out exactly what we us English speakers, so we can communicate properly and be respectful to this player, what we'll say there. But so yeah, that's the general idea with that there, Jim, and everyone else, I guess.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Anyway, back to the topic of defense, and then we'll kind of open it up to questions. That was good. I think I covered everything I wanted to mostly. The only other thing is, I think it was... What was the topic? Does anyone know the topic? So I don't have to find this graphic here.
Tile clearing.
Oh, tile cleaning. Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so this one is very important for our team, especially, but if you don't have a plan for cleaning purples, use this one, okay, if you're from a different alliance. But definitely consult with your leaders and figure out what's best for your team. But this is how it works on our team. So we have assigned people to be cleaners that can't make wars ever, so their main purpose to help us on the team will be to clean tiles, purple tiles, when they can log on, because reset is when we war. And so if they can't, due to whatever time zone they're in or whatever country they're in, all these people, and I bet you, the thing is, all these people aren't necessarily cleaners, but we can only have 30 in our category for the war people. So I think Drud's probably going to war with us. It seems like he's always on at reset. So, and then we'll have some other people warring with us too that are in this category. But basically we have, let's say, 40 cleaners, and so their main job will be to, every time they log on, they'll click the bookmarks, and then they'll go to Alliance tab, and then you'll see the bookmarks. And for instance, let's say we had a war and they started pathing from over here to our AC2. They had a rally point here, and there's a whole line of purples here. I'll just come online, and this is very important, something that I didn't talk about last season, but I think we got the hang of it by the end. So say their path was coming from zone 1, so all the way up here in the desert, I believe it's called, yeah. Desert all the way into the plains here, and they got pretty far, but we stopped them, and then now their tiles are just there. Now it's our responsibility to clean those so it doesn't make a headache for someone else in our state, but more importantly for us later on. And so I will just be placing a marker. So our top 3 alliance markers, these 3 right here, will be for cleaning, and it'll just simply go like this. Okay, I'll just clean next, please. Right, and then so the cleaners will come on. They'll click their alliance after they've done whatever inside their castle. They're ready to march with their legions. Click the alliance or their bookmarks. Click alliance, and then they just click on that. If there's purples by the marker still, perfect. If they're not, then go to the next marker that says clean. And so that'll be generally how it works. And then as you clean purples, always remember to go from highest threat to lowest threat, not the other way around. Because remember, they can come and keep tiling off of these tiles. And if we're pushing them, like we had a big problem with DIZ, not a big problem, but we just didn't clean them in 24 hours. It took us probably 72. But they were down here, if you remember, guys. And they got in here. They placed a rally point, got in here. But what happened was, we had a lot of people doing it correctly and then about half doing it incorrectly. So instead of pushing them from our AC2, which was up on the border there where it's supposed to be, pushing from AC2 away down to zone 1, we were kind of pincering them in the middle, and then they would just spread out again. So if we all work from like highest threat, which is closest to an AC, to lowest threat, which is zone 1, then we're pushing them all back, and their only way to continue tiling is backwards. Right, or sideways, and then we can get in front of them again and push them backwards. So that's the general idea with tile cleaner or tile defending after the war, whatever you want to call it, is you find these markers. If you're in a TTT, you find the markers, click on the marker, then just go around, circle around, find the closest purple, kind of find where their line of purples are, right? And then find the purple and work towards the edge of the map. So from center of the map to the outside edges. Just because if we don't clean them all, we at least got the ones that are closest to the ACs. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Our cleaners did a phenomenal job. There was literally like one war, where they did not clean every single tile within 8 to 12 hours after our war. From the tiles from our war. Now there's obviously lots of purples, and hopefully now that our state has a handle of it, there won't be so many purples. Because, yeah, once we've cleaned our purples, then it will be our responsibility to check around. Oh, that's another thing I should say. So after you've done our purples, the markers are all done. You don't see any markers. Then, if you're a cleaner, you would just go to the ACs. So start at AC1, and then come to AC2 and AC3. You just go in there, and then you just kind of fan out. For like go up a little ways and kind of fan out, and just make sure the idea is like there's no one within 50, then 100, then 150. Right, and that even if there's purples from a different alliance that we didn't fight, those are a threat to us possibly down the road. So then we can help out our fellow statesmen to clean those. And then also, if after we've cleaned our tiles, it doesn't hurt to go over to province chat, because lots of people are over there in province chat asking for help about hey, is there someone from this alliance on that could grab these tiles? It's closer to you guys. I know it was from our war, but you know, we're kind of far. So just working together as a state is very important for RoC, and you can do that by cleaning tiles too. So we'll do a lot more of that now that we have a good handle on cleaning. And we'll hopefully as a state be able to just eradicate all the purples, because if there's no purples in your state, every war becomes that much easier. Because everyone has to start in zone 1. Always. Right? So then you have an idea of where they're coming from. If they're starting in zone 1, you basically can write off AC 4 and 3. You basically only have to defend the 2 ACs if they're starting from zone 1. So that's the dream, and that's how we would hopefully get to that point eventually with that. All good?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's our information smash. Let's open up to any questions. we'll give priority to the people here on voice, and then we'll kind of look through the channels where the questions are posted usually to see what we can see. Anyone got a question to start us off?
I already asked my super important question.
Right. Yeah, we'll try before the break here to focus on this topic of defense or tile cleaning mainly, and then we'll go open up to all general questions afterwards. But yeah, let's hit it.
I have a quick one.
Yeah, go ahead, Kai.
So, when they're channeling the Destroyer Shout, say at AC1, just to confirm, you mentioned that they can, in fact, channel that right beside buildings. There is no maximum or minimum distance they have to be away.
There is a distance away from the AC, but basically, the buildings make it.
Yeah,
like if
that makes sense.
Like we couldn't, they could, if we had a gap right here beside their AC, that was 5x5, they couldn't drop it there. There is a distance, but it basically doesn't matter about the distance because people will at least have buildings, right? They should have like 400 buildings, right, around their AC1. Yeah. 4 from each member, ideally, if they have a full team. So 400 buildings maximum, I guess, and then 350 to 400 is ideal, somewhere in there if you got a solid team. But yeah, there is no after that. Like I'm not sure what it is. We'll say like maybe it's 20 because 20 is where the buildings end. So maybe they can't go within 20. But basically, yeah, they would be able to drop it beside the outside ring of our thing. So like right here. This outside ring is kind of where our last ring will end up being, hopefully, if we can get everyone to place their buildings before the first war. But they could drop it right there. Now, with that being said, Kai, that's a great question because they do have to be within a certain distance, right? You can't just be, for instance, like say we're going against VXI or something, Yeti's team, and Yeti's the Guardian, we'll say, and he's like in the bottom corner over here, and he cannot shoot it all the way across the map. Like, actually Crack is here, but Crack and a few other people have been answering these questions so great in, I don't know which channel exactly, but I see them all over the place. Probably this channel, RC or ROE General, I think is where they're doing.
General unsubmitted question. Yeah, they've been really present in there.
Yeah, but because this is kind of everyone's biggest concern or inquiry, I guess, would be this Destroyer Shout because it's a new thing for this season. But basically, there is a distance that they have to be within in order to shoot it. Like you can only shoot it like 200 to 300 or whatever that distance is away from your castle. So they can't just be across the other side of the map and shoot it basically. So how it generally works, like how I've seen it done before is, let's say for instance, okay, let's pretend that we're attacking ourselves, okay, and this is our setup because these would be all red because we're at war with them, right? So we see their AC1, right? And
as you're answering this question, sorry to interrupt you, as you're answering it, just because I want to know as well, like when they do clear the place, like they have to be ready to teleport.
Correct.
Sorry, I just want to confirm with you. They have to be ready to teleport basically right away. And do they have to place the rally point separately, or is it automatic with the channel?
Oh, automatic with the channel. I think it's separate. Because like that's why you have like the one person that would channel this, and then someone else is hovering the rally, and then 3 other people are hovering their castles in the 5x5, right? And then the rest are like defending. Yeah, then the rest are defending the Guardian that's shouting it. That's channeling it, I should say. And so that's a good point though. So, but basically the strategy would be something like this. Now, obviously it's not going to be exactly like this, but we'll just say this is a possibility. So basically we're going for their AC1 in the top corner. We would find a spot over here somewhere. We would drop our castle. We would drop the Guardian would drop in. Then we'd drop all of the rest of our castles in that are defending the Guardian. So typically, 5 to 8 somewhere I've seen, depending on how strong your castles are, how much you need to defend, or how strong the other people are going you're against. But the Guardian drops in here. We drop our castles around. They all reinforce. Then he channels. He channels it. And then we'll say we channel. If we're fighting TTT, I would definitely channel it on the backside. I would channel it on the backside for sure here. And the biggest reason why, just so is because oftentimes people are looking in the front. They're looking for stuff in the front going on, and they might sometimes forget the backside. But it doesn't really matter. Pick a spot that you're channeling the closest way. If they have less buildings on one side than the other, then pick that side, basically, right? And channel it there, and then basically then for instance, so we'll say green is the Guardian, and he's shooting it. I would then hover with the rally point over that when it gets closer to the 5 minutes, right? You don't have to sit there for 5 minutes, but like you have the 5 minutes, so that like at 4:30, just like basically on declaration, we would all get ready at the end of that 5 minutes to move in and drop the stuff there, because you do have to fill that gap, because they can also fill that gap, because it just blows a hole. It blows an empty hole. Now there's a 5x5 that has nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could also, as a defense person, you could have people hovering as well.
Yes, correct. If you, yeah, that's right. So like there's lots of different strategies, because obviously you want to just stop it. You have 5 minutes to stop it. So the best strategy would be to zero the castle. Then if you don't think you can zero that castle, then yeah, you best be ready for where it's going to have a defense plan. And the first defense plan would be to take the spots if they're not fast enough. But that's highly unlikely, I bet. They would probably beat you there. But sometimes you never know. There's like their game might glitch out at the moment that they're trying to teleport in. We've had that before, haven't we, team? And then someone swipes the teleport spot from us. So you never know. So just be ready to definitely port in. But then the next one would be like get castles as close as possible to that spot. Maybe drop a tile that's close to open up a 2x2 and have a castle ready to port in. Like there's lots of strategies that we'll go over more when we have to see. Because like we can talk about all the strategies and everything, but like there's so many different strategies that there's not really point to share all of them right now until we see how teams are going to use it. And like some teams might just opt out of it altogether. If they've got a good spot around our AC3 or something, then they would not even waste time with it, because it's a mass resource thing. And then to defend it, you've got to be ready to burn through all your troops often to defend that Guardian, right? So the best, always, in my opinion, this is only my opinion, of course, the best strategy for attacking is just get to level 16 tiles and have a 16 tile sitting beside an AC4 that they can't take away from you. But then also sneaky tiles and all that stuff that we'll talk about next day. But yeah, does that help? Does that answer that question in general there for you there, Kai?
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, sorry to take it away for the destroyer shout again, but
no, it's good. Sort of, it's good. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I will reference that though. I'll try and do an at everyone whenever I find it again. But that like Crack and a couple other people. There's Iceman is in our server. He's from state like 57 or 59, I want to say, very early state. 47. Yeah. So he's like an OG of the game basically. And so he's got lots of information that he's openly sharing. And so just that's why it's always good to just drop into the Discord and kind of zoom around for a couple minutes if you got a couple minutes to kill, just to see what people are talking about, what's being shared. That's good too. The search function, yeah, if you're wondering, just search Destroyer Shout and it'll come up, and you'll probably see Crack and Iceman having a good discussion about it. And I know I'm missing a few other people too, but yeah, Corecat's over there discussing it sometimes. Like, yeah, I've seen lots of people discussing it. So that's what's so good about the Discord server. It's there forever. And so just search it, and then you'll find all of the pertinent information to that. But that's a great question, Kai. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. One down. Shall we do another? Who's got another question? No one.
Like I totally do.
Yes, go. If no, it doesn't matter. Don't feel shy. Go. Let's do it.
I just don't want to hog the question period.
Well, no one said anything.
Open field defense.
Yes.
So it's like they're coming. We see them coming.
Yep.
It's like, when is it too soon to start trying to cone that path?
Never. That's what's
So
so
let's-
good about the
sooner you
cone.
start, the wider you can fan out.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Slaughter. That is a very good point. So the sooner you can cone, the better.
But
Now-
we do think
They would
about
have
the stamina too.
Yeah,
Let them use a bit.
yeah. So, but the thing is, like, okay, so let's use an example so we can all kind of visualize it. So let's say AC2, like that's typically the most common, especially early in the season where you're going to use this cone open field kind of stuff. So if you go, they're going to drop a rally point, right? Whether they're doing the destroyer shot or not, they'll always drop another rally point like we do, right? Well, I mean, not always, but that's what we will be doing. We'll drop a rally point and we'll send some people, some of our pathers going right away. Now, oftentimes the pathers that are here can attest to this. They would find us relatively quickly and they would go right away, right? They would hop on the path right away. Now, Jim brings up a good point though. We don't want to necessarily stop them at the rally point per se, because they can still branch loop around very easily, but let them burn a little bit of stamina. But the sooner we can stop them, I'll save this about the stamina, the sooner we can stop them, then the higher chance that they will send more people to path, thus burning more people's stamina. Does that make sense? So it's like a balance between our stamina and stopping theirs. But just remember, you stop like one march with your teleport, right? So that you're up in the game of stamina. Like if it was 1v1 and you were defending one person, like you stop one of their march with a teleport, you're up. They got 39 left or 39 left and you have 40 still. Right? So that's why teleporting is such a useful part of the open field, is because you can stop their marches without using your stamina. Right? And all of this builds into being able to do COP properly, being able to do your hourly triple dips with COP, but just your hourlies in general to get these stockpiles of gems and teleports and have a good reserve for these wars. Because as we found out, like teleports are hard to come by, but then also in a war, not just teleporting randomly because you like a panic teleport. That's like the most common thing that I see when it's open field. It's like someone's just like, oh, we see someone, let's all go. No. We see them, let's track them for a little bit and make a plan to stop them. Right? And so I guess it would be a combination of both, as soon as possible, and let's create a good solid plan so we don't have like 9 people going all at once. Like we don't need 9 to stop one person, right? That would be 9 teleports or 18,000 gems gone right away just to stop one person. That's what they want us to do, right? And then one thing we didn't talk about is like farms. Now, I don't like talking about the farms using, but I mean, people in the top 10 will do it. They will do it every single time. Or other people in their state will help block for them, whatever the case may be. Like if you want to, if you're a TT member, this is what I'll say. If you're a TTT member and you want to use your farms, go ahead. I will never ask you to do that because like this is my thought on farms, okay? Like people can really slow down their progress of their main castle and really lose the focus of what they're doing with their main castle when they're managing all their farms. It's happened to me before, and it can happen to all of us at different times. So if we focus on our main castle first, and then like if we toss in a couple farms here and there if you want to. Like Elrena was super good at using all of her farms, and I think Kai, you did one time, Fox did, I saw. Like there's many people that were using farms at different points. But remember, like farms are even harder to get teleports on than your main castle. So if you use them all in one war, you probably don't have them for the next war, right? So it's also just another resource you got to manage. But like I probably won't be using my farms. Like maybe if someone wants to use my farms, they can do that. But I just don't like that. I don't like having to like have multiple devices when you're just in one war. Personally, that's a personal thing. And then as a team, I'll never ask anyone to like, okay, everyone switch their farms or something. I'll just say, if someone wants to go to their farms, we could use a farm here, right? But it'll never be a mandatory thing coming from our team, because I believe if we can get more people online with one castle than the other team, we can win, regardless of how many farms or other people in their state helping them. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the stamina to smash buildings can only come from one team, and the stamina to defend buildings can only come from one team. But it definitely is a good strategy to use them for that. But to answer the open field directly, that question would be kind of as soon as possible, but the moment you have a plan is the time you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So
So
this
that's
would be
what
an
it is.
example of it. Oh, we found their rally point. It's right here. Okay. I'm a an open field defender captain, I would say, okay, I've got my team. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to port in first, and I can set up a marker. I could go in as an R4. You will be able to set up that marker, right? All males and markers. Ooh, I forgot about the markers. That's another benefit to being an R4. That's why we need our captains being R4s. So you set up the marker and say, okay, this is where we're going to intercept them. You kind of project or kind of estimate where they're going. This is where we're going to intercept them. I will go first, then Slaughter will go, then Kai will go, then Green will go, and then E will go. Okay, and we'll just go in a cone right around them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All good, everyone? All good. Okay, so then the moment they get close, okay, now pay attention, right? We're just watching them up until that point. Mm-hmm. That would be the general idea of how that conversation would typically go. Make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. No, great question. Great question.
Yep.
Perfect.
I've got 2 questions, Will.
Yes, sir. Let's hit it, Metal.
Okay, the first one is regarding this Destroyer Dragon and RoC Dragons. So we get 5 per war, correct? RoC Dragons?
Yes.
So that's going to remain the same, obviously, for the season?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, I haven't heard anything differently. I mean, the devs can always change shit all the time. Like, what happened to migration? Anyone? Anyway.
And the Destroyer is unlimited as long as you have stone, or is there a limit on that?
So, yeah, that's a good question. Very good question. So let's go to that. So go to Menu, Alliance, Building. You can only bank 3 of them. So, and it takes 24 hours to make a new one. So basically 3. You got 3 you could use. But just remember, right? It takes 24 hours to make them. How many days in between the week wars? Just 2 days, right?
So 24 hours, and you can't use anything to speed it up, can you?
No, but you can. I think Corcat had mentioned this before, but you can so basically you can fire one, then click it again. So then it'll be ready right away. And then basically you could always have 3 for every war if you do it correctly, and you fire one, then click. Right? Because you can be going on one. And possibly Corcat, are you still here, brother? Yeah. Corcat, do you know? Actually, maybe I'll check if he's actually here. Hello, Cor? You might be off the server there. I saw you on mute, but I don't hear anything.
Do you hear me now?
Oh,
mate?
there you go. That's better. Yeah.
Sweet. Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, so just Destroyer Shout. Metal was kind of wondering how many you can have. Now, obviously, you can have 3, but you had mentioned when you were doing that awesome guest speaking spot on RoC differences, you had mentioned that you can kind of bank one a little bit. Can you start that 24-hour when you're maxed out at 3 and have it going?
Yeah.
And then you just have to use it before the countdown gets to 0, right? Yeah. Or it'll disappear.
Pretty much. So theoretically, you could on, 12 hours before the war. So say, 12 hours before war on a Tuesday, you could start one and then use one, 12 hours later in the war, or use 2 12 hours later in war, and then when it finishes that 24-hour conjuring period, it will just drop into the the 3 save spots. So you could have 3 but be conjuring a 4th, but obviously if you then don't use that dragon shout, destroyer shout in the war,
then you wasted.
You're planning to, then you've wasted 100,000 stone essentially, because it'll be like bow, no space.
Yeah, right. So that's an interesting strategy, and then you can even push it further too. You could go 23 hours before your war, and then as long as you use it in the first hour of your war, then it would be there fresh, ready to go the moment it was gone. But that's risky, of course, because what if you get stopped or something? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So however much stone, some alliances, I remember someone telling, I can't remember, someone was on our Discord one time from an alliance, and they said, yeah, they're always at 5 million stone. I was just like, oh, well, what do you freaking do? Jeez. It'd be nice to have 5 million stone always. I don't know how that's accomplished besides spending money, but there you go. So they would not be concerned about wasting a destroyer shout here and there. Maybe it was Fox Alliance, possibly. I can't remember. It was someone. They have millions of stone always. They had all their ACs placed and they had millions of stone. So yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, mess around with that a lot. See push the limits a little bit. We probably won't be doing that because like we'll never use 3 in a war. I cannot see that happening. We might not even use any. Well, depends. Like if they have T9s, there's little to no point for us to use it because they will just smash through our little T8s, right? But we might try too. It doesn't hurt to try and see how many of their T9s we could kill along the way.
Okay, that was question 1.
Yes, sir.
2
Go ahead.
is, right. So, I know a lot of our research is, well, I don't know how redundant it is for RoC, but is there any, since it's research day today, is there any research we can concentrate on to help us for RoC War?
Yeah, but I don't believe anyone in our alliance is far enough along. Like there's what's it called, Core? The Dragon Defense Warfare Defense. What's that tree called? Master Warfare.
Defense.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
so that one adds another
Master
slot.
Warfare and Master City Defense.
Right. There's one of those that adds another slot for reinforcement. Which will be very good.
Master City Defense. Halfway through that, you'll unlock Defense Legion,
Mm-hmm.
and then Defense Legion will open up another whole spot for you to do research. So, obviously, more courage medals you'll have to use to then max that out as well. So that comes about halfway through. Master City Defense, and it just. Sorry to jump in there, if anyone is at that level where they're, we're talking about this in our state, if you're going to be the Guardian and you want to be really strong to compete against the VXIs and all those sort of people, so anyone for the stream and YouTube, you sort of want to get your Guardian to be researching that Master City Defense because it provides you, and Master Warfare too, because it provides you with reinforced, like when your allies are reinforcing you.
Added
also,
stats.
when you're reinforcing your allies, it gives you might, resistance, and HP boosts.
Right,
so
right.
You really want to be, away down that tree because that will help you in that situation, especially when you're going up, T9s versus T9s. That'll
be the difference.
That will really help. Yeah.
Well, it's always it's always easier to defend than attack. They have way more buffs for defense that you can get early on. So what he's talking about with that research, those research buffs are easier to unlock than necessarily the farther ones that have to do with attack, right? And so to answer Metal's question, so that's perfect, Core, thank you. As you can see, like I don't have, I think maybe you need an institute level, I don't know what it needs, but it's down there. It unlocks 25. Below, yeah. It unlocks below and then you can see those. But basically, that's only available at this early on in the state well, I guess it might be, no, for us, Metal, to answer your question, I guess, concisely is no. As far as research goes, there's not really. I mean, you like your training, like to make your troops stronger, right? That always helps, right? Your cav training, like, or whatever troop, especially if you can push that, because like down at the, like, right, you get HP and you get might. That'll help you attack during those. But specifically for RoC, it comes later on, and like most of our alliance won't be there till season 3, just simply because we're not really heavy spenders. We have a few people that spend regularly, but nothing crazy. Like you have to spend money to have T9s at this point. Like if you're free to play, you won't have T9s, and you won't have those things that Core was talking about. But just let me just confirm that I'm not missing anything. Nothing major. Like obviously, like there's a couple things I can share on that just that would help. Like if we go into a couple of these buildings, like reinforcement defense 21%. This is what I'm talking about. So like that defense is huge, right? And the attackers are not getting a 21% buff somewhere from a building unless it's potentially go over there to this building. Right, in their class they might get that buff, but in whatever legion you're always getting that buff. So it's always a little bit easier in this game to defend when you're playing defense. if all things being equal, of course, because then the extra buffs will make the difference out. But that's a building like reinforced defense. So when you're reinforcing someone, like it's so you'll definitely want to have that up. I mean, ultimately for our team, it's not going to make a huge difference. Like a T9 versus, our T8s is going to be kind of it. The difference makers will be like what Core said. If like you're both T9s, everything's pretty much even, whoever's farther down the research is going to be the one that comes out on top. Post C25, I guess. That's why it's, I guess, important to get to C25. But I mean, it's expensive and it takes time, and it's all good.
Yeah, they're making C25 relevant. Even if you're a cardboard castle, they're making it slightly relevant.
Yeah, to an extent, because like say you push to C25, like a 22 can still beat you if they're fully maxed, right?
True.
Right. So, yeah, it's a balancing act always. Like I was talking to, I think, Slaughter the other day, just like the plans after like unlocking T8s, what's the plans? And like if my zone com's done at 100%, I'm just pushing all the way to C25. Because
well, you're cutting off. Continue.
Okay, one sec. Give me a second. Can you hop that, Jess? Kai, whatever your freaking name is, jeez.
What are you saying to me?
Can you change
What did you
servers?
ask?
Can you change servers if it's having a problem?
Oh yeah. Sounds.
Thank you. Yeah. So, wait, what were we talking about exactly? Remind me. Oh, we were talking about just like the progress, I guess. And yeah, I mean, ultimately, like all of that doesn't matter, and it's not really the time to talk about that mainly. We're talking about what we can do right now for this season right now. And your question, I guess, to answer that question, Metal, is nothing specifically in the research, no. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. Max your zone commemoration if you don't have it maxed, which you do now. And then max your zone conflict and max your legions and, just keep pushing the same strategy as we've been kind of doing all along. And later on in the season, you'll be a little bit stronger doing that than early in the season, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but great question. Great question. Yes, we need to go for a break, as I was reminded. But yeah, we'll go for a break here, 5-minute break, and then we'll hop back. So talk amongst yourselves. I will be back shortly. Thanks.
Trap. Not everybody talk at once. My ears are bleeding.
Definitely.
Hey, Slaw, I.
Hey, Metal,
I
you there?
bought. I bought some of the. What do you call it? The cavalry. Purple equipment. Chests.
Oh, did you find
available. Yeah. It's when you click on gems. When you click on the one below gem. Sorry, was it legendary equipment? No, what is it?
Yeah.
Store. You're talking about the store, right? Gift store.
Yes.
And when you go on others, yeah, I picked up about 10 of them just now. That should help.
Did you see that guaranteed gold piece package in the Dreadnought pack?
Guaranteed gold? Really? I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Look in the
Because
look
that
in all
would
the
help.
gift packs.
See, that would help for ours.
Right.
Gift packs. So
What is a guaranteed
deck
gold one piece of material is guaranteed to be gold. One piece of material. That doesn't so it doesn't like necessarily it makes it sound like you're gonna get gold gear, but it's just one little piece of material.
Guaranteed golden. Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I
Legendary
said
equipment
material, I
gift.
think.
Yeah, it's in Red Rod Material Hot Sale. You
Yeah.
get 20. That's why you get 20 of those gold ones. Wow, why can't it
But
be
that
for
Steel Cavalry purple
Cavs?
set, I bought
Yeah.
50 of those the first time I saw it.
Oh, okay. That helped you.
And
Yeah,
that's why I
definitely
have
get
gold gear.
I just picked up 10 just now. I don't know whether I'm gonna another
Yeah, you're
40
slacking though.
more.
You're supposed to be a baller.
Well,
Come on, Spender.
oh man, it's crazy. I mean, I've got the gems for it, but gems are like, the gems. I like holding them. Precious.
Mm-hmm. How many gems do you have?
400 grand I had. I bought 10 of these things, right? So I'm down to 350,000 now.
Sweet. It's not bad.
Let me just see. I've got orange equipment on. I've got 3 orange.
3 pieces or 3 legions?
3 pieces. That's it on my class. So I'm
I wish I
way
could give you
behind.
some of mine.
Oh,
Because
I
your
wish I could
legions are
have some
stronger
of
than mine.
Just if. Well, let's see. Today I'm gonna try to max out Heaven's Just today. He's at like 49. He should be maxed out. Then I can concentrate on the other legion. Once I finish class, it'll be good. So instead of spending money today,
I have
on
class
Tell me.
1 and 2 are fully maxed, and then I am 96% into 3.
Is that research you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, research. I'm ahead. Yeah, I finished. First 3 are almost finished, and third one is at 60. That's not so bad. But I was talking about the heroes for Legion 2 and Legion 1, Legion 2 and Legion 3. All those heroes are like at 30 and 40s instead of. So I'm going to max out.
Mine are
my
all
second
35
Legion.
except for my class is 2 45s and a 44.
Once you get those to 50, oh god, then you're a monster.
I'm working on it. I'm also upgrading my encampments and everything inside of everything to boost my population for my legions.
Yeah,
Training
even
grounds,
your
etc., etc.
training grounds. Yeah. I've ignored them. I've kept them at 19. All of them are at 19. Next building day.
Uh-huh. Sure, buddy. You're just slacking.
Earlier it was like the gold was a problem. Now that ZoneCom is maxed out, I've actually got like 80 million gold. I was like, damn, good. This is all because of ZoneCom being maxed out.
My
Gold doesn't
ZoneCom's at
become a problem.
94%. I went into accessory production first and got down to where I
Right,
could
because
craft green materials.
right, because you wanted to do gold for all the others, right?
Yeah, I want gear for everything first.
How's your medical and all the previous stuff? I mean, your ZoneCom may be at 94, but have
96.
you maxed out the first 2? 96. Have you maxed out the first 2, like first 2 rows of your
Town production is maxed.
rapid production, town development, and basic. That's the
Rapid
first row.
production is 55% because I don't use it.
Right.
Basic combat and basic military are maxed. Accessory production, I only got down to that first.
Now, what about your
where I
medical
could craft
facilities?
greens. 17% on the medical research.
You won't be able
It's
to
not very
max out
high.
ZoneCom. Yeah, that's the problem. That's what happened to me. Luckily, I did medical.
Yeah, I know.
And now,
Oh, I'll get there.
but
I'm not worried. I'm just gonna
you have to
gem
max
medical.
out. Oh yeah. All right then. That's the big deal. Yeah, you gotta because 70%. I don't know how long is it. Do you have enough? Yeah, it's not too long.
I have 832,000 gems. So I don't know.
Whoa. Yeah,
I told you, man. I'm addicted to super tickets.
Right, so you continuously
And I
buy
buy
those,
them in
and you're getting
I buy them in $100 packs, so I'm getting 20,000 gems per pack, and I probably get
per pack.
I don't know 5 packs a week.
Oh shit, dude, that's $1,000, $4,000 a month.
I've only spent like
5 packs a week is 500, $2,000.
because I didn't do it for like the first couple weeks that was around.
Ah, so so how many tickets do you have now, Super? You should have quite a bit.
Right now, saved.
Yeah.
I want to say, shit, I don't know.
300 some odd, 400.
370 something. I
You're
get bored.
dying-
I can't
you're
wait until Hero Day, so I'm like, okay,
You
ticket
use
here,
it.
ticket there, or 10-pack here, 10-pack there. I don't do tickets. I only do 10 packs. Like I said, man, I've got a problem.
I just do 10 packs.
Yeah,
$10
tickets.
packs? But you-
That's his
No,
new
like-
new line instead of "It's a trap." I just do 10 packs.
I just do 10
Yep.
packs. It's a 10 pack.
What up?
What's wrong with
I'm
that?
gonna do my second 10 pack in this entire game of Super Recruitment tickets, you guys, this Hero Day.
Oh, 2 in one
That's
day.
awesome.
2 in one day.
Check it out.
That's awesome.
I'm it's so hard to wait for Hero Day because of that S2 that just came out.
Oh, bro,
I know.
did
I
you
was
see
like-
that? Have you done it
Yeah,
yet,
I'm waiting.
Slaughter? Oh, you're gonna wait. Oh, okay,
No,
good.
I'm waiting. I'm trying. It's not easy.
What just came out?
If you go
Oh no,
look at Hero Recruitment,
you
they
can't.
have all the S2s
Yeah,
that are out.
there's 4 days, so you could do it like multiple times. You could do it. No, just do it all in one day, I guess. Whatever's good. Yeah, but 4 days and 21 hours, right? So just wait till Hero Day, and then you could potentially. What are those heroes? They got
the Beastmaster, and then I think I've hit Immortal.
yeah, Beast Queen's in there,
name?
and then Immortal's the front of the other one.
Together.
They're not together, so yeah, you'd have to do it separately. So, well, like what I would do if you had a bunch of tickets, I would do on Hero Day.
Yeah, 300.
Yeah, so on Hero Day, do like the Beast Queen one and max that out to 100% luck or 1,000 luck, and then like do on day 7 do Hero Day again, because it'll still have enough days, right, till that. Yeah. It'll be switch to Hero Day again, and then do that for Immortals pack there, and you might get them both. That'd be dope.
That's what I'm. Yeah, I'm already. That's the plan.
Nice.
Oh, I'll get them both.
Yeah.
Considering this.
Did you see the message I put up the other day, Wall, that I got Beast Queen?
Oh, did you? No way.
Congratulations,
Yes.
dude.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, I saw that.
I could help
And
myself.
screw you
I
at
saw,
the same time, but I
I
still
saw-
love you.
yeah. I saw it up there and I was like, oh, I'll just use, because I had like 179 tickets. So I was like, I'll just use 9 tickets. And the first one I did gave me like 250 luck. And I
Oh,
was like-
no way.
Yeah. So that I was like, that
Well.
it got me. That I was like, I think I used about 60 or 70 tickets. Sorry, 70 or 80 tickets, and then because it gave me like good luck, and then it gave me like 20s, 30s, and I was like,
That's awesome.
damn you, I'm gonna get this. And then it got to like 800, and I did one more, 10 Super Recruit tickets. And it come up, bang, Corkat Recruit, Beast Queen. And I nearly jumped out of my chair. And I was
dude.
like, that's the one that I wanted.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm after too.
That's
awesome, man.
that's
Congratulations.
Cheers, man.
And
Yeah, but-
Now I just need to get
Corkat
3 more
Recruit-
of them so I can max it out.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
the
Just quickly,
big pain in the ass right there.
Oh, you said when you're doing the luck, how many super tickets did did you get to 1,000 in the end?
It doesn't take 1,000
no.
tickets.
Not
No,
tickets,
So
just
I-
luck,
so-
though, I
so
think.
you-
No, luck. just
Yeah,
luck.
so I got to about
It's completely-
800, and then it gave me Beast Queen. Then it resets once it gives you a S2 hero. It resets back to 0.
So when it gives
So
you it goes back to 0. Okay.
So you could get to 500 in luck, and then once it gives you that S2 hero, it goes back to 0. But it decided to be difficult because it was day 1, and made me go right to 850 luck, and then gave me one. So,
well, it didn't take you right to 1,000, so there's that.
that is the bonus.
Saved you a few tickets there.
How many did you use? How many tickets did you use in the end? Approximately. So we just have kind of an idea.
79 so I used the initial 9 that I had like extra. I was like, I'll just do that, and then I had to use the 10 super recruit things 7 times. So 79 tickets. So that's about average. That's about the average what I was like be watching any videos or anything about it. Right. It's around about 80 tickets. One of the other guys in our state, CRD, it took him in that luck. It took him 150 super tickets to get a Beast Queen.
Gosh, bro.
So yeah, because he messaged me straight away and said, because he saw that I got it at the top of the screen, and he said, how many tickets did I have to use? And I said, 79. And he just sent back a big, massive crying emoji saying, he had to use 150.
Oh, geez, that's crazy.
Hey, Worrell, I got Craftsman today, the building blue hero.
Okay, yeah. Development hero guy?
Yeah.
Which one was it?
So I maxed him out. It reduces...
Craftsman.
Resources, increases building speed of all buildings by 10%, reduces resources and gold by 10% when maxed out.
Oh yeah, not bad. That's a decent one.
So I maxed him out.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, yeah, that's like all the developments are basically from Craftsman all the way up. If you can get all of them, I mean, that's dope.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, so that's a good one. That's I was just gonna say that's a good little thing we can talk about. I mean, Corcat basically covered it there, but yeah, guys, if you've been saving your supers, come Hero Day, if you can wait, one more day here, then yeah, just pound them into one of these. If you're Beast Queen, like obviously it depends what your focus is, right? But I'm Cav focused, so Beast Queen's a pretty awesome hero that I will be going for, and then also not the Inquisitor, Immortal, I believe it is. Yeah, Immortal and Beast Queen are the two I would shoot for as a Cav player. But you can do that on Hero Day if you saved up. Now, unfortunately, free-to-play players, it's very difficult to get these heroes. It's all luck.
Challenge accepted.
Yep. If you get one, that would be great, though. Like, you can get them in 10 tickets. I mean, if you were real happy.
I just found out, like, that little info button at the top right corner.
Yeah.
It's like, it tells you percentages. I didn't know that before, so I was like,
No, that's an update. That they updated that. That wasn't always there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you can go down and you can kind of look and this is the gambling odds here, guys. You can see all of it.
0.02%. I'm going to get it.
Yeah, I mean, 0.0. Yeah, the least likelihood chance. There it is.
There's still a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, but
It's a glass half full person.
That's right. Yeah, get it, Kai. I want to see that name scrolling across the top.
Me too. Wish me luck, guys.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely do that. Especially if you're free to play. It becomes very hard if you don't wait till Hero Day if you're free to play. But yeah, that's a good shot there, Court. Thanks for that. Basically, yeah, well, there's your markers, 80 to 150. And you should get one of the champions you're looking for, hopefully. You'll get one of the 3 anyway in that bundle at that point. So, yeah, it's all luck, and that's the gambling insert that they put into the game that just fuels people. So, yeah, if you're into that, that'll get your endorphins going and your dopamine rush and all that stuff. Wait till Hero Day, though, at least.
What's the difference between Super Recruitment and Legendary Selection? You see the last two on the side?
Let's go recruit.
Pretty much the same, aren't they?
Sorry, which ones are you talking about?
Okay, see, there's Limited Recruitment first. Then you have Legendary Selection, then Seasonal Recruitment, and Super.
So I'm missing the one you just said, though. Limited recruitment, that's like your development heroes. You have to buy those specific little tabby things.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, probably not worth it. But I mean, if you want to give it a shot, you can give it a shot. But if you're going for development heroes, that's the best way to do it because you'll never get them all if you're just randomly hoping for them.
I just use fragments in the token shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cut the gambling out altogether. Yeah, so which one? I don't see the one you're talking about. I see Super Recruitment and then the S2 ones and then Limited. Which one are you talking about?
There's Legendary Selection Recruitment.
I think
That's because you, Metal, that's because you bought the hero development plan. You're supposed to go in there and spend your ticket.
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's right.
You
so
got a
if you...
guaranteed orange hero from buying that recruitment plan. I forgot to tell you about that.
Right. Oh, okay.
That's what it is. Yes, that's
you click
correct.
on that, and then you go in there and pick one of those guys.
Okay.
I've done
I
hero
can
development
pick
like 8 times, so I recognized it when you said it.
Right. Yeah, no, that's right. Every time you do that hero development, you'll get another one of those. It's just the base heroes that you can get, but yeah, if you're looking to max those guys out, you get a lot of super tickets and stuff. What's that?
That's going to be there for?
As long as you have the ticket in your inventory. It's in your inventory.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so if you
until I
go...
choose.
Yeah, it'll be in others maybe or something.
Yeah, I found that.
Yeah, so as long as it's in there, it'll be there the whole time. Yeah,
Yeah,
awesome.
it's not going anywhere.
Awesome. So what are we doing now, guys? What are we looking at?
Playing Xbox.
Nice. What are you playing?
Halo Wars 2. It's just a strategy game. I like real-time strategy games.
Oh, nice. What's it called? Slaughter?
Halo Wars 2?
Oh, Halo? Like Halo is in like a Master Chief guy or what?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's a strategy game, like an overhead view. You build units, build bases, etc., etc. Similar to what
dope.
ROE, but more fast-paced.
Oh, cool. Yeah, like similar to like StarCraft and like Warcraft 3 and stuff like
Almost
that.
exactly like that. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
and like Age of Empires and stuff. Those like what do they call those? Real-time strategy, RTS.
Yeah.
Yeah, those games are fun. Those are one of my favorite categories of games too. That and MOBAs.
You're a gamer, Walt. Then you should remember the first one of these that came out. It was Red Alert, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, that's right. I didn't play that one a ton, but I did play a little bit.
Yeah.
Command and Conquer. Red
Yeah,
Alert
Command and
was
Conquer.
the
Yeah,
first one that
yeah.
got me hooked to do this strategy game.
Yeah, I played that after. The first one I ever played, I think, was possibly Age of Empires, I think. Might have been the first kind of RTS I ever played. No, I played Warcraft. I played Warcraft 1, actually. I did play Warcraft 1. I think that's earlier than Age of Empires.
I enjoy Warcraft. Warcraft was
Yeah.
because StarCraft, Warcraft was like similar.
Yeah, very
And they
similar.
started all that MOBA.
Warcraft was more of a ogres and trolls and
Yeah.
heroes.
StarCraft was
StarCraft
space.
was more spacey.
Yeah, futuristic more, yeah. Yeah, and then all the games turned into MOBAs. Then they put out their MOBA stuff and they stopped there. I mean, I guess StarCraft 3 kind of is going still and they're doing something or other, but MOBAs are far more popular now than those are.
What was fun was, remember they used to have Footman Frenzy in Warcraft.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
That was awesome. I still love that shit.
Yeah. They had some cool little mini games and stuff you could play in those. That was fun. Yeah.
You could play it online against other players.
Right.
Good.
Yeah, through BattleNet or whatever, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now in Halo Wars.
Yeah,
I'm playing against
Battle.net, yeah.
other
Cool.
players.
Is that still there? I think I've got the...
I think it is, but the servers, like, you have to hop into someone's server because, like, I don't think Blizzard, like, maintains those servers very much themselves anymore. So you have to find someone that, like, has a private server.
After they brought out the retro packs to purchase on Battle.net.com,
Mhm.
they brought some more servers back to life.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yeah.
That's sweet. So you can get in there if
And
you find...
I still play Hearthstone and all that shit too.
Oh, yeah. That's the more card game style, right?
Card game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Laura, exactly what I wanted to hear. More games that I love.
Yeah.
Spend more time on.
I'm not playing with you, try hard overachiever.
Whoa, that was some real pain that you were exhibiting there, Slaughter. He hurt you deep, didn't he?
Look on the ranks. Look on the ranks. Where's he at again?
Yeah,
Right now.
He's
In ROE.
doing it. He's doing it.
Exactly. Try hard overachiever. He's like, I'm the boss. I don't even have to work. Fuck this. Games all day.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the style. That's the way to do it.
Oh man. Hey.
I'm
I
about
got
ready to
zero
take a month
vacation since I
vacation
can't
just to
go on
beat
one.
Metal. But see, he doesn't. He cheats because he plays 24 hours. If you look, he's always online because when he's asleep, he's got his kids playing for him.
Yeah.
I get
Fucking
nightmares
cheater.
nowadays.
Yeah.
I swear, I woke up this morning and I thought my castle was on fire.
All that
Like,
sweet,
no.
sweet RSS just gone.
His kids have nightmares.
The game way too much.
Don't beat me, Dad. I'm sorry I didn't get an orange hero.
Dude, you
My
are
daughter's like, yeah,
you're number one again there, Metal. You passed him.
yeah.
Try hard overachiever. You're only
He's
proving
gonna
my
come
point.
back online.
Yeah, it's just
You know
because he
what I
wasn't.
wanna do?
He was probably out of stamina or offline.
Yeah, he's offline most probably. That's the only reason why I'm.
Oh, who are you competing with?
Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Oh yeah, another try hard overachiever.
Elvis is right there too. Elvis isn't too far off though. He's close. Let's go back to
He's
that
in third
ranking.
place, right?
Yeah, third. Or no, Rail. Or never mind. Elvis dropped. Yeah, Elvis. Well, he's sleeping, or he's not at work. I don't know what he's doing right now. But he's down at seventh. Rail popped up to third. Look at Rail go. Good job. It's good.
Okay, we should.
My goal is to be within the top 10 of our alliance.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't even look at that other stuff. Sweaty nerd status.
Sweaty nerd
No, I told
status.
myself last season. I mean, since I started late last season, like 4 days later, I reached top 5, but you know I kept on getting bumped off. But this season I was determined. I'm in top 3 somehow or the other.
Well, you want to see some sweaty nerd status? He's already got his 10K contribution in Stone alone.
Who's that?
Yeah,
Metal.
I was
Metal.
from last season.
He's at 12. He's done. He doesn't even have to do anything, and he gets his rewards now. On day 2 or 3, what day is it right now? Day 2 or 3 of
No,
RC?
Day 1 itself I was
2?
at 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was last.
It's
Yesterday itself I was. What's that?
Was that?
Oh, just saying. I was saying it was day 3 of prep week.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. We just started day 3. That's right. Yeah. That's
Sounds like a trap.
he is putting it all out there this season. And I mean, Fox is already over the halfway point too. Fox and Metal are crushing face.
He's a sweaty nerd, though.
Well, she's showing me how it's done.
Yeah, exactly. We can celebrate it.
Yeah.
If one of her patients
Both
is
of
like,
you.
I just
She
wonder what
claims she
the
goes to work,
hell
but I'm pretty sure she just stays in her basement.
She
I'm just wondering what
fudged the
happened to
test
one of the
results of her COVID test, and now she has COVID with air quotes.
2-week quarantine. She's happy about it and shit.
Yeah, no, that's funny.
Actually, it was COVID that pretty much got me fully into the game.
Re-addicted to it.
Not just re-addicted, over-addicted.
Over-addicted.
You know, my whole day was spent. Yeah, it's like I was just spending like almost 2 weeks just sitting on looking at this.
Yeah.
Watching a lot of movies, but also
Yeah.
a lot of that.
The moment you could do something, you were all over it.
Had the time.
Yeah, that's it. Well,
It's hard to switch back.
yeah, well, oh, totally. It's a fun game, man. Like, it's not every game can suck you in like this, but this game has some kind of some pull. It mixes all the things, like gambling, like all the stuff that gets you going.
Even free to play, you can still unlock everything. It just takes longer.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
for
you're
me,
basically just paying for impatience.
yeah. Well, that's exactly it. Just cutting out the time with your money. But for me, that I think is the competitive side that it fills for me, because I'm super competitive. So the competition of just having to work extra hard because I'm committed to not spending money. Like, sure, I could spend some money, whatever, right? But like, I'm just committed to this now. I'm deep. I'm too deep. I'm not spending a single dime on this castle, except for I did change the picture, but that's okay. But besides that, I'm not spending any more money on this castle.
I know you buy stamina.
Oh yeah, I do buy stamina just for fun, just to kill more marauders. Not even useful stuff, just marauders.
Level 10 destroyers, baby.
That's right. Get them. And more importantly though, I don't even like.
Yeah, you were buying stamina first, right?
I don't even like go to my little magnifying glass. I just search around the map for them, right, Slaughter?
Absolutely. That's how real men do it.
That's
that was so bad.
Oh, that's
You told me
so
about
funny.
that search function, I cried a little bit. I was like, where the fuck were you at the beginning of the game? He's like, where the fuck was your common sense? I was like,
I'm sorry, it did also take me like 4 months. I never noticed it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just clicked every button on the entire game, so that was one of the ones I clicked.
Asked me where my vision was, because it was literally at the bottom left-hand corner of the map the entire time we were playing.
Right. Oh man.
Good times.
Yeah, you would like be you'd be in like zone 1, and then you would just like scroll a million miles away to find these high-level destroyers. I'm like, bro, you don't have to do it like this. Why are you making it so painful for yourself?
Yes.
Oh, the search
exactly.
I was using the other way around. I used to zoom out and remove everything else out.
Oh, did you just learn about the search function now?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Metal, don't even talk to me.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even want to hear it.
That is a
I
good.
get it because I'm tech savvy as a rock, but the try-hard nerd didn't even know.
Oh man.
Yeah, now brother has nothing to stand on. Everybody.
Yeah. Well, besides like this alliance is full of straight up apes.
But actually, this helped me out a lot. I mean, if you just zoom out and you remove like all the farms, all the
You can move everything but marauders. Yeah.
You just keep all the marauders, so you can get once you're done with destroyers, you can just look for the 15s. So I was using this mostly.
Or
I got stuck
you
on
can just search for level 50
Search for it
destroyers.
now.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all for letting us.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, this is definitely the only time I've ever said this ever. Yeah.
Well,
so-
Whoa, like I told you before, I think I mentioned it to you when we were talking on the phone. I was looking at a more modern style game like this that had guns and tanks, soldiers, a little more modern, futuristic.
Oh, yeah.
But I read the reviews and stuff, and at level 10, you pretty much stalled out unless you spent cash. And
Oh,
at that
interesting.
time, I had no intention of spending cash, but ROE is addicting, and I was like, all right, I'll just give myself a budget of 10 grand and leave it there.
Right. That's funny.
So I have not exceeded it.
Well, that's good. That's good, man. You got it.
If I ever do, I think I'm gonna cry.
I mean, you probably will, but it's all good.
Oh yeah, that's me for S3 and S4 heroes.
Yeah. It'll come down the line, I'm sure.
It's gonna come.
Um,
And when the SX heroes come out, that's gonna be even more fun to slot.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's Iceman. If you guys wanted to see his setup, he's got all the Dragon Master gear and his SX heroes. If you go into the
I don't
where's
know what
that
Dragon
at?
Master Gear is, but I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's very far away from where we currently are. But RE General Chat, you can go in there. Core and him were discussing where they're at with their stuff or
I
something.
think Foxy sent me copies and pastes of it.
Yeah, super interesting
honestly,
stuff.
I don't want to see. I don't really want to see that, just because.
We spent so much on the gear we have now.
Yeah, if you spend so much and we have to get all the way there. It's like, when you pick up a big book and you're trying to see how many pages you've got to read, just read. It's better to just read.
Yeah, that's
Not
right.
bother how many pages.
Just read it.
Like, 800 pages, hell no, I'm never going to finish it. So, I don't want that to happen to me.
Yeah. Definitely don't look at that though. But it is kind of cool if you get. That's another benefit to being free to play is I'm not worried. I'm not worried about spending money on that because it's going to come one way or the other. But
Right,
yeah.
guys, I got to make a move.
Yes, sir.
I'll talk to you all later.
Yeah, we're. I think we're just shooting the shit now.
Basement.
buddy
sleep.
for tiling?
Pardon me?
Is how long are you or Slaw or even Kaya? How long are you guys going to be online? And who can take 8s?
Well, I'll be online. Oh, that's another thing. Before everyone leaves, I just wanted to say, so pretty much I'll just TTT here, and Crack is still here. Thanks for hanging out with us so long, Crack. But TTT, I want to. I did send a all mail because we got to start our tiling at Castle at this thing soon at AC1, right, with our farms. Not yet though, right. But just keep in mind that I will be sending out. I will probably just send out individual messages and just be like, okay, Kai, could you take the top side, right? Take the north, kind of tile that, and then let me know when you're done, and then I'll get metal. Metal, can you get on your farms now for a day or something and tile the east side? Like, I'll just do it that way, just so it's not too crowded and we don't have like tons of people, and then we don't have people like focusing and worrying about that instead of worrying about their own castle, right? So just be ready. Be ready for that, and then we'll hopefully be able to get that all sorted out. But I mean, we don't have to go far. Like, it's like 20k that we have to go, or maybe 30k that we have to go till we get to AKE, 30k the other way that we have to go to get 1GN, and then maybe 50k down the middle to 1GN. Right, so we don't have to go very far, not like last season at all. So,
anyway, I've got 4 farms, so 4 farms will put quite a few tiles up.
Yeah, so basically what I have to do, so we're not ready yet because I don't have it. I'm going to circle the entire, like, rings, the outside rings with my farms, and then we can all, like, start going, right? Because then we'll be able to attack each side, like, simultaneously. So I might assign, like, 2 people, one go north, one go south, maybe 4 maximum at a time. But just be ready for that. If I see that you have lots of farms over in the Farm Alliance, then I might ask you to help out with that. But besides that, focus on your main castle, please, and get to level 12 tiles ASAP. But to your question, I'm on probably till late tonight because I got lots to do. So 3 a.m. I'll be on for probably the next 4 hours, 5 hours.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
I think it's adorable that you're trying to act like you sleep.
I did sleep last night. My wife convinced me to sleep, and it worked out great.
Will you be on Discord, Wall?
I will be. Yeah, I'll try and be on Discord probably just from now on, unless I'm getting a snack or doing something else.
And can you take 8s?
I can take 8s. Yeah, 0% at 8s, and I'm like at I can't find a 9 to save my life to check what I'm at, but I'm at 0% on 8s. Yes, I can take 8s.
Okay, just let me know how close you are to 9s because I've almost given up all my 8s. So.
Okay, no worries. Oh, here's a 9. I think I'm far. Yeah, I'm still 34, so that's way too far. Like, yeah, we'll have to find someone. We'll definitely want to find someone that can do 9s.
Somebody who can take 9s to buddy up with me so I can head more south so we can head towards Zone 4.
Right. Hey, can you ping for a second? Ping me where you're at right now. Like, ping me one of your tiles just so I can see where you're headed towards. I can take a look.
Yeah, I right now there's no proper direction.
Oh, you don't have a spot here. I'm just gonna go to your castle because you're probably working near your castle.
So I was close to your castle. I'm close to my castle.
Okay, yeah, I see you.
So we can take it.
Yeah, there's a 9 and there's a 10. You can take 10s, yeah?
Not yet. I'm very close.
Okay.
6.6%.
Wait, you passed Geronimo? Geronimo's on 10s. How did you pass Geronimo in points?
Skill.
Skill. I mean, he's pretty freaking skilled.
80 million stone.
Yeah. There's no points. There's no donation of stones for these stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is just tiling. This is pure tiling.
Probably because you know why Geronimo has not done the right research like how I have.
Oh, potentially. I doubt that's true. He's pretty smart. He's probably just asleep, and then he'll pass you again.
So he's probably just asleep then.
Yeah.
So I need to get his 10s ASAP to keep up with him.
Yes, for sure.
It's the other way around. It's absolutely me trying to keep up with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if he's on 10s, then yeah, he is kind of leading the state at this point. He will be the farthest.
And let me see. today itself I can get to 10s, there's no doubt, within the next few hours.
Nice.
So then it'll become much easier.
Okay, well, I'll see how close I can get to 9s. 34% is pretty far. That's, what, 10 upgrades? Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get there. But I'll see. I'll see how close I can get.
Let me see the specialist.
Yes, Mar?
I'll see you guys
Hello,
later.
Mar.
Okay.
I haven't heard from you at all today. How are you?
Been hiding.
Yes, yes.
So, I'm in the farm account right now, and
Okay.
I laid in the morning some tiles above our AC1, the farm AC1, and I want you to have a look to see if do you want me to abandon them or do you want me to continue in this pattern and to that direction.
Oh, that's another thing. Thank you for bringing this up. If you wanted to tile with some farms with your, in some way right now with your farms, like you're just bored and your main's out of stamina or whatever. Yes, Mark, I'm sure you're fine. Just stay as far away from the main TTT alliance as you can for now. Basically just, I think I said in the message, in the farm, but go from our AC. So our AC is,
That's why I wanted you to have a look.
yeah, I'll take a look.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, by the way, guys, great job on the wall. Can we talk about that for a second? I mean, I moved 50 buildings, but lots of people had it right. All these ones on fire, they had it wrong.
I didn't have to repair anything today, so I had it right for once.
No, in the farms, the farm buildings.
I didn't drop anything in the farm, so I had that right too.
Yeah, you nailed it. So whereabouts are you? You could ping if you're on your farm right now, Mar. I'm not sure. I can't find your tiles anywhere here.
Yep. Right.
Oh, there you are. Oh, okay, yeah. So you're going out. Oh, that's perfect. Yes, do exactly that. So yeah, if you can get right to the border. How far are we from the border? Oh no, we're pretty far from the border, right? Okay, we're far from the border. What just happened? Did you see that? When you get to the border, some funky stuff happened. I'm in state 418 now. Okay. Let's come back home real quick. Okay. So, no, this is good, Mar. This is great. That is the pattern. That's exactly it. You're doing a phenomenal job. So if you're in the farm, what you can do for now, until I give you the assignment around AC1, is try and join to the closest AC that you can find. Like, so above our farm is AKE, so AK3's Academy or Farm Alliance, whatever you want to call it. They're right above us. So if you just went straight north, Mar, instead of going left like you're doing, trying to cut north a little bit farther, then you can join up with Noli's farms there, and then that would be perfect. Then we can get that part of the grid filled in. Because the idea is that we're just filling the grid, right? Filling the grid between alliance centers all around.
Yeah, I thought so. I saw your mail and I followed it. I just wanted you to confirm that it's good and we should go that way.
Yep. Keep doing it. You're doing good. Just go a little bit north is all I would say. It looks good other than that. But that is the exact pattern we want. That's the pattern where it's leaving that space like that.
Yeah. Did you see actually my farm one that is level 18?
Whoa. Wait, what? That's crazy. It doesn't take much time when you know what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I did it in the middle of the previous season.
Right. Yeah. No, that looks fantastic. Look at you. We can use this as a dragon catcher. Yeah. No, that looks awesome. So yeah, like L, if you're still on. No, L's not. Hey, Fox joined us. What the heck, Fox? It's like the middle of the night for you, isn't it?
She fell asleep.
No,
not
I've been
awake.
here. I've been here the whole time.
Wait, you have not been here the entire time.
She has.
been.
No, what?
She's been here since before I got here.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is a possibility, but she was not here when I said hello to everyone in the beginning.
No, I wasn't here at
Okay.
the very beginning.
Oh, but you've been here for most of it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, good freaking job, dude. in the rankings. What are you?
Sweaty nerd.
I'm way down now, though.
Oh, you did drop a little bit, but you'll get back up there. But more importantly, what I was congratulating you get was in our alliance. Oh shit, I'm in the farm, but you know what spot you're in. You're in number 2.
Yeah, I about threw in 30,000 more stone
Nailed it.
just so I could jump up closer to.
Yeah. That's it. Healthy competition.
Keep starting my buildings on fire.
Yeah, that'll happen until because okay. If you, between me and you guys here, I got a little bit overzealous with the original layout, and I thought we could go a little bit farther. And now I'm finding out that I don't know how many members have not placed their buildings, but we can definitely not go as far in both directions as I thought we could. So I've sacrificed a little bit of difference on the back side to push us more to the south side. And so yeah, I've been moving these buildings around. Every time I come on, I find a building that looks like I don't like where it's at, and I move it. So it won't end anytime soon, but I promise you I won't move them. I won't move them when we get to war. Okay, you can have that. It will as long as you repair it the 24 hours before war, I'll leave it where it's at.
So I noticed, I feel like my troops lose more health than previously last season.
Like you put more into the hospital or into the coalition, I mean?
Like I can heal them, but
yeah.
I was thinking, is that the assault buildings that we need to upgrade and then they don't hurt as much?
No. Check the guard power on each tiles, and you'll see it's way higher than in season 1.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think Crack's onto it. It's stronger.
5 tiles have 500k guard power. It was like 50k in season 1.
That's right, Crack. Yeah. Exactly, that's right. It's the tiles are just stronger for season 2, so you're exactly right. Thanks, Crack. Yeah, that's exactly right.
So the fact
You're
that
welcome.
1 million power.
Yeah, that's normal.
Oh yeah, like fluctuating like 1 million, maybe even 5, depending on how many fat troops he got. You know, you can go up and down quite often. Like I tried to push the envelope on getting to I think 8 at 6%, and yeah, I lost 100k troops because I clicked the wrong legion. I sent the wrong legion to the tile instead of the one I was actually preparing for it. Oh, so that was like 20 hours of healing.
They're still healing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, they are definitely stronger. So that's normal. That's not a glitch.
Yeah. Like during this, I placed Wilson's coalition building and frontline workshop.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't sure if you wanted me to keep it in the main or do you want me to move it to the farm.
Oh,
but
well,
I just wanted to get some tiles going.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Take over a 1.
Well, I know it's a struggle for the farms. So honestly, like here, let me switch back to my main account here instead of in the farm alliance.
Looks like you've got a couple new members, huh?
Yeah, we there's a lot more people, and we still have people from what used to be what's called our academy, that capital T lowercase t. We still have some people that keep messaging me over there saying, "Hey, I want to try out RoC. Can I come over?" So we're gonna slowly keep just trickling people in, and so basically that's what's happening. As you can see, we're getting some random new people all the time, and obviously I'm going through and making sure that they'll mail and they'll actually be online and stuff for the season. So we might have to move like your farm. I believe Dude has his farm here. Blood has a farm here. Whoever's got a farm, we might end up moving them out. Simply too because like honestly, it's a pain in the ass to actually try and like have a level 16 castle actually get something productive done anyway.
Well,
so
and I think you had mentioned moving it so at some point to get tiles somewhere.
Yeah. So what you can do
or something. So.
Pardon me. Go ahead.
You said for like branching.
Yeah. So a good strategy. I mean, I already took care of that. I just decided one night to spend 3 or 4 hours on it. But you could basically like have someone in the main. Like Wilson could have been in the main, right? And then Wilson could have tiled around the outside all the way around in like 20, 30, 40 tiles, whatever, how many tiles we could get. And then you could have switched to the academy or to the farm alliance, and then everyone could branch off of yours in the farm because they would just change, right?
Right.
And so, yeah, that was definitely something we could have done, but I just I just made a long ass bridge for 125k in a straight line. And it took me like 6 of my farms, and it was painful because I could not take a single tile that was not empty. I couldn't even take a level 1 mine because they're too strong in this season. One. Yeah, I could only take one on empties, so I just had to like cut this weave around. Yeah. Okay. But no, that's we won't need to use that strategy anymore. Basically, what will happen is, honestly, the farms will be more important in the farm alliance than in the main, unless you have a pretty strong farm. Like we have a couple. Like I have 3 C20s or something, right? That are my farms, so we might use those. I know like E's like looking after Chimera's castle, so like she's probably going to use his castle as like a backup castle during war, something like that. But like a level 16 doesn't really help us during war, you know what I mean? Like it's just going to get dragoned out immediately.
Yeah.
So, but if you did have a C19 farm, like I think NFC, so that's Blood's farm. I believe wherever NFC is. I don't know. He's in here somewhere, I believe. And so I think he's C19, so we might use that, right?
Yeah, and it has a bunch of orange heroes too.
Yeah, and actually his farm is almost stronger than his main, just Legion wise anyway. Yeah, so we'll end up doing that. We'll just play it by ear. Just leave it where it's at, and if I need you to move it, I'll just get a hold of you, and you can move it whenever you see the message, kind of thing.
I just don't want you to like kick it out when it
doesn't
have a shield on it.
No, I won't do that. Yeah. I thought maybe in prep week, me and Slaughter were going over that. I thought in prep week we didn't have to wait the 24-hour cooldown, but no. So I kicked my big castles and then put 24-hour shields on, but then someone from 1GN scouted it, and I saw them scouting it, and so I hopped on that account. That's what was going on one of the days, Slaughter, when we were battling over the account. I think it was It's a Trap or something. They were scouting it, and then they sent a Legion to it, and I was like, oh shit, I better like get that back into our alliance. Because, yeah, people are thirsty out there. So if it's left untagged with the shield, you'll have trouble. But I'll definitely message you first, and as long as you get back to me, say, okay, I'm ready to move, then I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. That's a good question, though. That's good, because, I mean, ideally, like, we'll have enough active members that we won't really need to use our farms. Like, in the main alliance, we could totally use our farms for blocking or whatever you want to do, like we did last season a little bit. But besides that, like, as a main person in the TTT, we're hopefully just going to have one castle each, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a lot of people coming over from the academy team that are like, yeah, I would like to try out War at Reset. I mean, we have like people like Dr. Drud came in. So Druds came in. We have just some random people that keep coming in from, I don't know where they're coming from exactly, alliances. Maybe Slaughter's doing his job and being a recruiter. I don't know what he's doing.
Every day.
There you go. So there you go.
Still hitting that English level 19 plus recruitment.
Awesome. No, awesome. So there it is.
So I have one other question for like random. The honor ticket. When you pop those tickets, do you have to pop it before you start upgrading the coalition buildings, or can you pop the ticket at the end and it counts?
Yeah, you want to pop it when it's going to complete, because that's when you get the honor points. Like, you get honor, if you remember, if you go to specialization, the hub, specialization, click on that little thing and it tells you how you get more honor to increase these specialization levels. And it's occupying territories, constructing honor structures. So constructing means finishing an upgrade, basically, right? And then complete Reign of Chaos tasks, right? So those are the 3 ways you get honor. And so the main ones for those tickets, though, when you're gonna drop, when you're going out and you have full stamina and you're gonna drop, like you've already dropped your 30, or you waited your cooldown 30, 20 minutes or whatever, and now you're ready to go to tile another 40 tiles or something, then I would pop it there and hopefully line up a few buildings to end in that 30 minutes too, or just rush them to end.
Yeah.
Yeah, on building day is a very good way, because you get points for COP on building day, right? But even if you just match it up with an hourly, like, that's the best thing I would do, is go to the hourly, make sure you got something for, or speed ups one, if it's a speed up one, right? And you use a bunch of building speed ups to speed those along, then that's a good one, like if you wanted to do it during this hour. But if it's like a building one where you get points for building, that's always good too. You don't get as many points, like you get pretty limited points unless they're very high level honor structures,
Right.
but I mean it's something. Yeah, you get very few. But as far as that ticket goes, you want to line up when you're occupying a bunch of territories and when you're ending, when they're gonna pop over to the next level.
Okay.
Good thinking. You're committed to that pack every week, or what are you doing?
Oh, I just did it for the first week just so I could
She
get
doesn't have a choice.
the free resources.
Oh, you're doing it every week.
Or
Don't kid
whatever.
yourself.
I guess it's not free, but
She's too sweaty. Every week.
She's too sweaty.
no. I was just gonna do it the one time.
I mean, it's not bad, honestly. It's probably.
That's
I mean,
what said
it
about
helps.
Super Ticket.
I mean, the super tickets are a little bit excessive because every single, you can't get like a bunch of resources from like $10. Whereas in this $10, you get it's not only the resources, it's kind of like VIP. The privileges are super dope also, right? Like the privileges of that package are super good.
VIP is the best investment, I think.
Oh, yes. That's right, Crack, 100%.
By far.
You shouldn't buy anything or next to nothing before you unlock VIP.
Yeah, definitely drop your $100 on VIP if you're going to spend any money in this game. That would be the best.
It can be less than 100 if you do. I think you have a back once per week for where we get 1,200.
Oh yeah, there is
for $10.
Yeah, you can get it a little bit cheaper. Yeah.
So if you start early on it, by the time you see 20, you have it for less.
Yes, that's right. And yeah, you'll get it for a little bit cheaper, probably like $60 even or something. Let me take a look at that real quick.
80 or should be 80 or something, I think.
Yeah, that's right. So
1,200 to make 10k.
Yeah, right.
8.
Yeah, that's right. 8 of those packages or whatever. Yeah. Oh, that's right. And I think someone had a question, I thought somewhere, I can't remember where, but yeah, so basically it takes 2.5 years probably to get it for free. So at that point, you'll be so far that the privileges won't even do anything for you.
Honestly, you have a bunch of it. I think you get some when some people buy VIP related stuff in the Alliance.
Yeah.
As well. That's why you have 500, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Personally, I'm at 300 or something. So it would be 5 to 10 years to unlock it. So,
exactly.
Not really worth.
Yeah, but that's right. So yeah, this is the package he's talking about, this $14 one. If you bought that every time it was available early on, then you could have your thing for under $100 at C20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. And you can even start that now if you don't have VIP. Just buy those $14 ones and it'll be definitely cheaper than 100. But so you can do it that route or just buy it straight up with this other package, which is probably what Slaughter did, right? You just bought it straight up, Slaughter? This one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, the 140 Canadian or 100 American. You just buy the 10,000, yeah.
Yeah, I just bought the 10,000 and then converted the rest of my badges into points.
Right. Yeah. And then that's it. I think it's the Legendary Alliance gift from this one is what gives the VIP the extra badges to the free to play players. But Yeah, I mean it's a definitely worth something if you're going to be buying. That one's super good. But as what I meant is, as far as RoC, if there's something you wanted to do to contribute to RoC, which is basically the main purpose of the game, then yeah, that $10 pack Imperial Investment or whatever it's called. Let me go to it.
You got it right.
Imperial Investment. Yeah, this one's a good one, simply for the privileges, right?
Yeah, and possibly if you want to spend a lot for the first week at least, there's a material pack.
Oh yes, good point there too.
You get 500k to upgrade your workshops, so you can, with enough resets, you start with full green, pop your buff ticket, pop the skill in green, upgrade all your workshops, possibly your 4 or 8 fortresses, and you get a bunch of honor right away, and then you switch to blue for tagging.
Yes, that's exactly right, Crack. Did anyone follow that? I'll kind of just show you on my game here to, if I can find the package he's talking about. It's somewhere here.
Yeah.
Where is it?
There's so many.
I don't think it's. Is it here yet? I just.
Yeah, I think I saw it. I think I saw it yesterday.
Oh, here it is, right here. This one. Yeah. So then you get the construction material exchange cards, which give you a bunch of construction mats, like he said, and then you would take those construction mats. Oh, does it give you a reset too? I didn't look.
I don't think so.
Okay, so.
But
are you talking about the Imperial Investment?
No, that specific package that I just said.
And that one is daily, I think, the material pack.
Is which? Sorry?
The material pack with the 500k materials, I think it refreshes daily.
Oh yes, it does. That's correct. Yeah, you could do it daily. So this one's not bad too if you're looking at spending some 10 American again. So you get some material, but basically you're doing it for the RoC material. That'll get you a bunch of construction mats. It's called Composite Materials is the package.
Especially early season.
Yes. Yeah. Specifically for what. Yeah, early to get your workshops up and such like that. Because what Crack was saying there is if you go into specialization and you had a reset from buying the Imperial Investment, right? You could reset over here to the green, all right, and go down this, upgrade, use all of those resources to upgrade your buildings right away, so you get a bunch of more honor. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, using the buff in the middle to couple with your buff tickets. This one is really great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doubles your honor. You couple that with the buff you get from the at the end. Major buff as well, and then you can respect to your blue to take tags. And that pass is also interesting if you have enough resets at the end of the season. Because the last skill at the end, you can use it during Tally Week. During Tally Week, you have all your buildings, and so every day you get a bunch of free honor.
Right.
I did this being free to play last season, 5 days before Tally Week. I was 17. I upgraded a lot on building day. Get me reach at that point, and I think I had 2 points in it by the end, and it was 500k honor each day. So 5-7. Pretty good.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. That Crack, that's an amazing strategy. Yeah, so you would do that, pop your buildings, use those packs, use those extra materials, and then also at the end of the season during Tally Week, that's what I noticed too. I was over there.
And even better if you cash, because if you cash, you will start next season in the green, so you don't have to can save a reset as well.
Yeah, you can link it up that way and save a reset. Yeah, no, that's smart, very smart. I ended up, so I went over down that way with one of my resets. I did a bunch of honor buildings, and then Then I went the other way and did a bunch of tiles too, just to kind of see the benefits of both. And I think at the end it pushed me another specialization level. I think I went from like 17 to 18 at the end of the season just from that alone. So
But myself, I was 17 before I went green and upgraded buildings, and I was 21 at the end of Tally.
oh, nice. So you did it at the start of the week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did it, I think Monday or something. I did my upgrades on building day. I may have done it on Tuesday, but same thing. Did many upgrades. I had a lot of mats saved because I couldn't upgrade anything anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Did a bunch on Tuesday on building. So I could reach with that 1 point in the daily buff. And with a few daily buffs, I reached 21. That plus I completed another influence quest at that moment, but it gave me a lot of honor.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind for the end of the season because that's what we all should be doing.
I used 2 resets, so being limited, but so I have 2 now. Because you get 1, at least in S1, you got 1 when you reached 20 spec.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
So now I have 2 after that.
Good one.
I think you should have 1 yourself.
Yeah, I already used it, but yeah.
And you'll get 1 very soon.
Yeah, that's right. Next level, I'll get another one, so that'll be perfect, and then I can unlock my buildings or do whatever I need to do there. No, that's awesome. That's perfect, Crack. Thanks for that. Very insightful, man.
For the buildings is 24, no? Or 20?
I can't remember. Let's take a look. For all the extra buildings, you mean?
Right, yeah, 9. It's 1 point each.
Yeah, 9, 10, 16, 17, 23, 24. Yeah, 24. Yeah, so then when you get to 24, then you can use a reset to do that. That would be definitely worthwhile on some level because you won't necessarily need all your queues at that point because your front lines will be a higher level.
It's worthwhile at when you think about the green at the end of the season because you have 6 more buildings to upgrade, 6 more buildings to give you points with the unbuff. But that requires a lot of resets because you won't stay in the South book.
Yeah.
Once you unlock the building, you go back to loyalty or something.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
a lot of resets and without paying it's not easy.
Yeah, you definitely gotta figure out the strategy for sure. No, that's awesome. Thanks, Crack, for that. Thanks, buddy. How is it going you're in 338, is that right, Crack, or where are you?
Yeah, it's 338.
Yeah, how's things going in that state?
So far, rough start. We have got a lot of shuffling in the past week before work. Some merger, some split. Ourselves, we had a split from our previous alliance. Luckily, we have been able to retrieve another alliance, so we don't have to start completely fresh.
Right.
We have some bit of tech, and we had both AC1 and AC2 and half of AC3.
Oh, so, nice.
Not all 4 AC, but much better than starting with a fresh alliance with no tech and no AC.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And we are only 60 in it, so not that many people. But
you're in the state with Ka, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
Not a fun state to be in.
Well, yeah, if you're not in the Ka Alliance, then it makes it a little bit tricky for sure.
Yeah, and there's many people from Ka that's not a good mentality. Really, really not really nice, and it pushed a lot of people away from the servers. So.
Oh, damn. Yeah, well, every state's got its issues for sure. Well, that's awesome. Well, good luck in your season, man. We're great to have you here tonight. That would be great.
Yeah. we have a 342 in our bracket, so it's
Oh, nice. Nice.
it won't be easy.
Yeah, no,
They have a lot
342 is AOW, right?
Yeah, AOW, DLZ, DLS.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're a tough state. They're a tough state for
Yeah,
sure.
they had 6 alliance in top 40, and 3 of them were in top 10, I think, or something.
Oh shoot!
So
Yeah.
they have a lot of good range of big alliance.
Yeah, they're all hustling pretty good, eh?
We had the top one with Cow, but after that, the next one was like 21. And we had only 4 in the top 40, so we were below average in number of alliance, but we had the top one. That's all.
Right.
So
hey, well, I'm off, man.
Yeah.
So I'll speak to you soon. Yeah.
Sounds good, Jim. Thanks for being here, brother. We'll catch you later.
See you guys. Bye.
There's
you later,
also
Jim.
someone who would like to say hello.
Is that Cole? What's up, you beautiful man?
You have to come closer, otherwise they won't hear you.
We want to hear that German. That's right. No, I want you to only speak German from now on in the middle of our wars, okay? Just give commands out in German.
You don't want that.
That's when all this swearing will come out? That's Cole only swears in German? Is that it?
Sometimes I do, yeah. Especially when I'm out in the job.
Yeah. Try to be professional, but no one knows. Yeah, that's right. That's smart. That's a good tactic. I like that. That's awesome. What's that? Oh, I'm doing awesome. Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. I had a great day today and finish it off with a good stream. Yeah, lots of good info. Yeah, but I think we're going to wind this one down, guys. I appreciate all you sticking it out with me here. Like I said, if you're a member of the TTT Alliance, I'll probably be in. I'll take a little break here, grab some food.
You're cutting out really bad again.
Yeah. Is that better? Hello?
Yeah.
It comes and goes. Well,
Yeah, that's interesting. I got a new mic, so I've got to mess with the settings a little bit.
today, fortunately, the sound on YouTube is much better. So
Yeah.
you did doing it.
I just spent 200 Canadian dollars, so not really a lot of money because it's Canadian dollars. But yeah, I bought a new mic and it's a good mic, but I just got to mess with the settings to make sure because depending on how far away from it is depends on whether I'm going to cut in and out. Yeah, it's super good though.
You might want to make sure that you have priority on the channel too.
I mean, I should as the admin, but.
R4s.
Oh yeah, there was that. We'll have to check into that. That's a good point too. Yeah, I just have to figure out how far away from my microphone because it's an actual standalone mic instead of a headset mic now.
You just cut out really bad.
I know. I'm like,
I just got to figure out how to. Boom, gone.
Yeah, no, I did that on purpose.
Oh.
No, just kidding. I was moving the microphone around to see where I liked it, and so wherever it was at that point, then I'm not gonna put it there. But yeah, anyway, I'll be back on the Discord if you guys are hanging out later on. There, especially you Australians, if you're around, we can have some fun. But yeah, I'm gonna go get a snack. Thanks for being here, Fox, Source, Green, Crack. Thanks so much, Crack, for being here. Awesome to have you, brother. Anytime, come back. Mar, Noli, and Slaughter, and Cole.
And Crack, thanks for answering all those questions on Discord. Good job.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're a beast, man. Appreciate you on our server here. It's super helpful. Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime, man. We do them this week. It's every day, and then normally it'll be Tuesdays and Thursdays. But yeah, awesome. All right, guys.
Stay up all night every day this week.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Get some sleep, man. Okay.
Sleep when you're dead.
Yeah, true. Okay, guys, let's take this information. Let's get after it, and I'll catch you next time.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
See you. Bye.
Love.